557 Video Game Podcast.
Yeah, as Cafe Fox said, welcome, whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine. Grab your favorite beverage and welcome once again to your favorite live interactive video game podcast. That's right, it's the Level 857 Video Game Podcast with the usual suspects. Your host, yours truly, starting with me, Algie 857.
The 20th Stallion.
It's not a name. Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chalk. What up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody. What's up in the chat?
Welcome.
What up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up?
Welcome
Whoa.
to the show.
Here's a to Cafe Fox for that wonderful, wonderful, enthusiastic
Welcome.
in the chat.
Oh,
that was
yes.
awesome, man. Thank you.
Let me go tell the rest of the world that we're on.
You know what?
Word.
We made it. 305. We've made it, guys.
305, yes, that's
We're
right.
here.
Mr. 305.
305.
We need that
Oh,
Sega
yeah.
sample.
This is the Pitbull episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like, game over, yeah.
All I got is
that
the,
Aliens?
that's all
What
I
was
got.
that? That was Daytona, right?
I thought it was aliens.
Oh, no.
Nah.
What was it? Was it Rally?
Game over, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, game over, man is
No,
aliens,
that's
right?
Rally.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the
okay.
Sega.
That's one of those races.
I think it was Rally.
I
Game
don't know.
over, yeah.
Easy right. Easy left.
Oh, my God.
Easy right.
Medium right.
Hard left.
Medium left.
Medium. left.
Hairpin
Shit out of
turn.
So you should be able to drive that without looking,
Drift.
without looking at the
Drift.
screen
Yikes.
completely.
Yikes. Let's talk about the games we played, y'all.
No.
Let's do it. We played. Let's do
there.
it.
And now.
No.
And now.
No,
All
we're
right,
doing
fine,
it.
we
We're
won't.
doing it different. We're doing it different today. We'll talk about the games we play.
No, we've been doing it. We've been doing the show backwards since we have guests for the last two podcasts. But let's do it the right way, man.
Yeah, we had some
The
awesome
way we're
guests,
used
dude.
to. Hell yeah, man.
Well, we always have awesome guests, right?
Hell yeah.
They're always awesome.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
We don't have guests that aren't awesome, man.
Yeah.
Basically.
Even when we don't have a guest, I'm the guest.
I feel like the guest, you know? I could play the role of the guest when they come in.
Facts.
So I could do
You
that.
have though, actually.
What's up,
I
Solomon?
played,
Done that
yeah,
before.
I played the role of the guest, yes.
What
Shout
up?
out to Solomon.
I've done. I
McNeil.
said, guys, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Solomon McNair, what up?
What's going on? What's going on?
Solomon.
Hell yeah, man.
Solomon.
All right, man. Let's start with the co-op games we played, y'all.
Oh, this is
We
gonna be
started
great.
off. Me and Turbo played Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Man, this game.
And we got further, and
Yeah.
they started turning on the difficulty. I was like, when's this game really going to get hard? And it's really
I
started
told you,
getting
man.
more difficult.
I
man.
freaking told you, dude. It gets difficult towards the end.
How long is it?
I see no threats to my commander.
8 worlds. There's probably about 6 stages in the world with 2 bonus stages. You got like a boss stage, a toy stage, 6 regular stages with each world, 8 worlds, and there's also some extra, a new game plus with more worlds
Yeah.
or stages after that. But
We had a little bit of a damage in transit moment where, like, your brain, you can't, you can't process it because it's like you're kind of like reacting to it.
they had the conveyors. Yeah, the conveyors on World 7. So it's just like you're putting the
conveyor belts, man.
You're putting the key on the conveyor. It's going this way, but you don't want it to go into the spikes. So you have to hit the switch to make it go
Yep.
that way.
It was one of those.
Can I have y'all attention, everybody?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Lord Jababa. Lord Jababa.
Hell yeah, man.
Stand up!
Uh-oh.
What up, LX?
Uh-oh.
There's no rules.
What up, LX? Lord Shabalba.
Okay.
Wow.
He gets the proper weight.
Yeah.
Just yelling into
There
the
you
mic
Mhm.
Exactly.
for no reason.
I was yelling away from the mic. I was yelling away.
Lord Shabalba.
But yeah, we're close to the end of this game, man.
Yeah.
We're on the second to last world. What I freaking forgot. I
And-
forgot what I completely forgot what was it the third stage in the last one?
Probably the third
I
stage.
think it was the
yeah,
third
I think we're up to the third stage in that one. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's pretty crazy. I enjoy the game. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a puzzle game. It's definitely a Mario game too. It's like
But not for kids, right?
I
No.
wouldn't say yeah, dude. I'd say this
No.
Some complex ass fucking.
It looks like a kid's
things,
game, but
so.
then like towards like in the beginning, like the first 4 worlds. I
every
would
Mario
say,
game
yeah.
looks like a kid's game. But you know when you play it and you see you have to have precise.
Look at this.
The
I hate
jumping.
The
Like-
freaking ice, man. This thing sucks. Oh god.
No,
this is
it's-
frustrating.
You gotta be precise with the jumps and
Oh
your
my God.
movements, and
Yo, it's tough, bro.
it's a lot
tough.
of observation, a
Yeah,
lot of
bro.
observation, and we're going for like
Yeah.
100% completion too. So you know we're getting all the freaking presents,
Yeah.
the keys.
The screaming had me dying. This was fun.
Oh, Al was losing his shit.
Al said, "God!"
I was like, "God!"
I especially hated the Donkey Kong boss with the ice
Yeah.
stage. That remember we didn't even get the star on that one. We're like, yo, fuck it, just keep going.
Just
keep going.
We'll come back to
Not
it.
even
Couldn't do
worth
it.
it.
No, that
Couldn't
one,
even do it, man. I was like,
Keep
you
it
know
moving.
what?
he's throwing barrels and it's on the ice and it's going on different platforms and it's dropping and it's like,
You have to defeat the boss without getting hit once.
yeah. To
And then he
the-
drops, he hits the floor, and then it's like the icicles fall and hit you. It's like, and you're on ice, so you're skating everywhere. It's like you can't. I did it one player, and it was like I got lucky and I beat. I was like, oh my god.
You know what that sounds like?
But-
Turn that goddamn game on. That's what that sounds like.
It's to turn that goddamn game off mode.
I was. It's a good game though. I like it
Yeah.
a lot. The 2-player
Yeah.
mode was smart. It's a smart mode.
I do like the 2-player mode though. I do.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
just
that.
glad they added something to it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
they did the same thing when they came out with Pikmin 3 Deluxe. They made that.
No one cares about it.
Fuck that
Don't
guy.
even start.
They,
Don't
they
start.
came out with it. When they ported it, they added a 2-player mode for the whole freaking campaign. You gotta give credit when credit is due.
Dude, I'm still mad about Pikmin 4 beating fucking
Bro, that
Fire
thing got-
Emblem
yeah.
Engage for
Yeah.
strategy
Best
role play.
strategy.
What,
Yeah, yeah.
Come on,
what
man.
the fuck?
You gotta try it.
They lumped
Strategy
they lumped
game.
all strategy games in. They gotta stop that.
That
Yo,
made
that
me
gotta
sick.
stop that.
That made me
You
sick.
love it.
They got to fix that category.
Yeah, that's
Well, some
It
categories.
was one of the best strategy games of all time.
Because there's strategy and there's strategy RPG, and it's like I
Yeah.
don't like to compare them a lot. You know, it's like comparing Advance Wars to Fire Emblem. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't see one RTS in it. I know one came out last year.
Yeah.
They skipped them completely. How do you think they feel?
yes,
Oh,
yeah, real RTS.
It's like we're strategy in the title. And Pikmin is here.
Yeah, bro.
it's real time strategy. It's just not a RP. It's not a SRPG.
Triangle Strategy won the year it came out because it's called Triangle Strategy.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So how can you
If it's in
not?
the title, they have to. Like,
You have to
Yep.
put the fucking shit in there.
I also don't like how they mix racing in the sports category.
Nah,
I'm like,
you can't do
how?
that.
What?
Stop it.
What?
It's a sport.
Racing is a sport, though.
But they
Yeah,
should
but
just call it
arcade
sport.
racers, like,
If you're a redneck,
What do you-
okay, I'm kidding.
Damn,
I'm,
what do
I'm
you
joking,
do?
guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just I wanted to kind of throw you off. Pull out the rug from under you.
Wow. All right, moving on. So,
horrible.
But it's a
Horrible.
sport. It is a
All
sport,
right.
but it needs to be its own. So
All
racing
right.
needs to be its own thing.
We also played because we had the developer on the podcast. We played some.
Shout out
Contra.
to Tom Hewlett. Shout out.
Shout out to
Tell me.
Way Forward. Shout out
Hell
to
yeah,
Konami.
man.
What a
I mean,
job.
We would have played it
Operation
anyway.
Galuga.
yeah, you guys would have played this anyway.
We would have played it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious. Yeah,
Yeah,
regardless whether
definitely.
it was on. Yeah, it's like we were playing Contra. There's no way we were gonna let this slide.
That was so awesome.
I was fucking blown away by this, by the
yeah,
way. I
dude.
was,
Yeah, it was a lot
I
of
was
fun.
blown away. Like, I was almost like by the third stage with the
Looks
bikes and
great.
shit. I was fucking speechless. I was like, "This is, wow!"
Nah, dude, this game is awesome, dude.
And it wasn't like, usually when you're playing 4 players, you're worried about getting left behind or someone,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, something like this, you'd be worried about finding yourself.
Yeah, and
Right.
it was fine. It was
For the most part,
For the
you
most
didn't
part.
lose, you didn't lose yourself. Al kept getting.
For the most part, I had a lot of trouble trying to find my character in the barrage of. I don't do well with bullet hell games, man. I don't do well with a lot of shit on the screen. I get dizzy. I'm like, yo, I can't do it.
There was some stages that were pretty fucked up where like the hole would blend in with the background.
Yep.
And like legit, me and Sticks would just walk and just fall straight.
Yeah,
fall
dude.
straight. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? But no, it was dope, man.
Beautiful game, dude.
I like the last boss stuff was pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting any of that.
Oh, that was
pretty-
awesome.
I like all the additions they added.
So cool.
I do like the dashing. I like what they did with the weapons.
Yep.
I like what they did with the overdrive. Like everything you could have possibly
I like the
imagined.
perks. The perk
change
thing was
and the
cool
perks,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
They threw it back to hardcore uprising
Yeah.
Yep.
with
Yeah.
the perks, and that adds a lot of replay. So I was happy. I was happy the whole time
Yeah.
because after that last Contra, I was like, man, I just
Cafe Fox
shed
has a
tears.
question.
What Rogue Corpse? Which one? Which con?
Whatever. Well, yeah, that,
Yeah, I think it
that
was
doesn't
Rogue Corpse.
count. That doesn't count.
I don't think anyone counts that.
No.
That's
Does the
like
game get more
no.
difficult with four players?
Cafe Fox ass.
It can. I mean, but we
I didn't play it one player.
we bought a lot of lives, so I mean, we didn't have to worry too much. I mean, later on we bought some
It still was
extra lives, but
challenging.
it was I mean, we died.
I mean, it gets to like
That-
a bullet hell mode.
That pyramid stage and shit was
Yeah.
pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
And there were some stages where we had to jump on those things that spin around.
Oh yeah,
and there was those
yeah.
bugs that try to snatch up your jumps.
It wasn't too difficult.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
part.
had a good difficulty, I would say.
Yeah.
Not one
Nothing
where
was
you,
cheating. Nothing was cheating.
yeah, none when you're like
Except
this,
for that He-Man guy.
He-Man.
I mean, once you figure out, I think once you figure out what all the enemies do,
This
it'll
shit
get a
right
lot
here.
easier.
I thought this was pretty cool, but it
Yeah.
was confusing. But I thought it was pretty cool at
Yeah,
the
that
same
shit
fucking
got
time.
crooked as
it was
hell.
disorienting.
Yeah,
Man.
but
It's there for that reason.
I was looking up like
Mhm.
all the bosses, right? Because I'm like, I know most of these all of them are from other games.
Right.
Every one of these bosses is from another contra, with the exception of He-Man.
Yeah.
He-Man is just there.
They made that up.
He's just
Or
in
is
the
it
game.
is it Conan or He-Man? He
No,
looks.
that's the new Adventures of He-Man.
Yo, here's a question though.
Exactly.
We
what it is.
we beat the game 4 players, right? And when they say, is it the arcade mode or
Yeah.
is it the story mode that you have to beat?
Must be story
To
mode.
unlock people, that's
the,
story mode.
No, story mode.
And that's-
Story
yeah,
mode
it's
has to be.
two-player.
Oh,
Like
shit.
when you meet them in the game, they get
Alright.
unlocked.
Okay,
Yep.
so I gotta fucking play the story
To,
mode then.
to unlock the chicks, you have to you have to play story mode.
Or actually, when you guys do the 2-player stream, which you guys are gonna do eventually,
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
Story
do
mode.
it.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna
the
get that
story-
soon.
do the story mode, and then
Yeah, we'll do
Yep.
two-player.
that way you can unlock the other characters.
And then we'll play it again on hard.
Yeah, I just want to keep playing it.
Nobody's playing that game on hard.
Yes, man.
no
We got
one's
7
playing
perks. We'll do
that.
more
No
perks,
one.
man. Come on.
I don't know the reason
With perks?
why.
With perks?
And energy.
One
Perks?
hit kill? One hit kill?
No, not one.
You
Yeah,
wanna
exactly.
platinum
You
it?
want to play the one-hit kill? Go.
So I
fuck
saw a
it.
stream. The dude played. He played it on hard difficulty, no perks, and one hit kill.
Nah,
It took him 9 hours to do the stream,
It's not worth it.
and he
That's
did it.
rough, man. It's rough.
It's not worth
He
it.
did it.
I'm not doing that with any contract.
It's
He
not
did
worth
it to
And-
get a trophy. I think it was like some platinum.
platinum.
Fuck
trophy,
the
yeah.
trophy. Reward
Yeah,
me
yeah.
with something like money or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah, yeah.
that's significant
Remind
in
me
my
who-
life.
Give me therapy.
Yeah,
Nine.
like-
After that,
9 hours, dude.
no, it's
Nah,
not
I'm
worth
on that.
I was watching a review though, and like we didn't know any codes or anything, but in the review he was like, "Yo, if you beat the game, what was it? If you have the save
Yeah.
of the Castlevania collection,
Yeah.
it'll notice that you have it, just like it did in Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll say, "Oh, I see you like Castlevania," and it opens up the soundtrack while you play the game
That's cool.
that-
for
That's sick.
It's
Castlevania.
ridiculous.
That's cool.
And I was like,
ridiculous.
"That's awesome." Remember he said he had stuff about with
Yeah.
the music. He's like, "If you like music, there's some stuff."
They
in
got
here."
like remixed versions of
And
all
it's
the tracks.
remixed.
I'm like, what is
Hell
going
yeah, man.
on? And I love the Contra music, man. I love
Yeah.
the Contra music. It was funny. I was hitting up Tom Hewlett on the side, and he was watching the stream. He enjoyed the stream thoroughly, and he's like, fuck. He's like, that's embarrassing, man. He's like,
Oh,
it's
the
fucking,
music.
the music's dropping out. Well, we got to fix that right away. I was like, well, that's what we're here for.
No, we'll play. We'll play a 4-player game, and it's like
We'll find something
Always
every
find the
time.
glitches.
we play
Scott
it the way.
Pilgrim, remember that?
Yup.
Almost any
Here
4-player
it is.
game we play.
He-Man.
He-Man.
Oh, I want to know. We gotta ask him if that's actually
Hold on, let me go
inspired,
back.
like
Yeah,
inspiration.
is that
from
He-Man or
He-Man.
Conan?
The dude said I have the power.
Look,
This
look,
motherfucker,
look.
that's
And
He-Man.
electricity and everything.
What
Man,
do you
look.
say? Conan.
Look at that.
He-Man.
Oh, look.
Conan had no mystic powers.
Look. There he
He-Man
goes.
did. He is legit in the wrong game. He's like, can y'all help me find out where the fuck I'm from?
He bought a
Everybody's
sword.
got projectiles.
He has a different.
sword.
He has a
What is
different gauge. He has a different
Yeah.
gauge than everybody else.
He
He's
doesn't
not
have a-
supposed to be in the game.
He doesn't have a gun or anything.
Maybe he's a
Everyone
secret
has a-
character.
Yo, maybe
Maybe he's a secret character in the game.
like a pimp named Smokeback.
Oh.
Pimp named Smoke Back.
Back is going on.
Straight up pimp.
Hell yeah, man.
He's a straight up pimp.
You gotta add that to your
Named
name so
Smokeback.
bad. You gotta add a pimp name to the front of that. Just on YouTube.
A pimp named Smokeback.
They'll let you do that.
Oh man.
That was Cat Williams who
voiced
voiced
yeah.
him,
Who
yeah.
smoked
A
him?
pimp named Slick
Yeah, he
Back.
smoked.
He smoked a pimp named Slickback. No,
Damn,
Wow.
You got to say the whole thing.
gotta say the whole thing. Tribe Called Quest.
Oh man.
I can't deal.
Oh,
I
all
definitely
right.
Nah, Contra's awesome though.
That game gets.
Awesome game.
Oh my god, I love that game so much. Good
Yeah.
job.
Contra
Got a
was dope.
playthrough. You got a 4-player playthrough.
Contra
Check it out.
was dope.
It looks great
On
on
the
Steam
channel.
also. Looks great. Looks great on Steam.
That was smooth.
So I pretty much been playing the same thing, except
Tell him.
this time I've been playing Blasphemous
Tell
2.
Tell him.
I didn't really get that much further since the last time because I didn't have that much time to play.
Look at that animation.
I need like a good 3 hours to play this, and I only had like an hour to play, and I was like,
God,
didn't
I-
really do
God, I
too
miss
much
this game.
progression. But having a good time with it. Hopefully this week I will be able to complete it. Hopefully.
Yeah, we were talking about this game the other day. I looked at the cover of part 2 because I want the physical so bad. And I was staring at that cover for a bit. I'm like, that's a dope ass cover, and I'm like, I might want that tatted on me.
Nice. It is a good
It's
cover.
a really dope cover, man. I'm like,
It is a dope
I
cover.
might get that eventually. It's a dope cover, man.
Nice.
But I also played. This is one of those oddly satisfying games.
Oh.
It's called Power Wash Simulator.
A friend of mine was
I got it
playing
on
that.
the Steam
I've
Deck.
heard about it.
I got it on the Steam Deck. This game
What?
surprised me because
It's addicting.
I was playing it for like 3 hours. I didn't even realize 3 hours went by that fast. I was like, wow.
Power
why-
Wash
game-
Simulator?
Yes.
That's
Yo,
why
you-
people like power washing
So,
in real life.
I like
it
cleaning
does it.
stuff, right? So it's like you clean the like they give you different tasks to clean, and it gives you a percentage of how clean it is, like to 100%. So as you're
Wow.
cleaning, you could change the nozzle to like to be more refined, so you could get to like little details and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it's just the music, the gameplay. It's just relaxing, dude. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like the dumbest thing. Like this would be boring as hell, but it's not.
No, I've heard people get
It-
addicted and
It's
love this
fucking
game.
addictive. I don't know
Really?
how it is. It's hard to explain how you can get addicted to a game like this, but
If they change it to a ghost, it could be Ghostbusters though.
you know what though?
That's
I
all it
heard
has to be.
somebody, one of my coworkers told me that there's like different versions of this. So they have other games. Yeah,
Gabby Fox said he does it for his job. He actually
there you
likes
go.
it.
Yeah, I do it also. My day job is
ain't
is cleaning. So
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
so yeah, bro.
Wow.
Nah, this game is fun. It's fun, man. It's fun. It's a surprisingly fun game.
I'll probably end up having it at some point.
It's a.
It's good.
It looks therapeutic.
It's good. I'm telling you, bro.
You know what to go on sale.
just
How much
try
was
it.
How much was it on PC?
It was cheap. That's why I got it.
Yeah, of course.
I got one of those. Those
I'll try
the
it.
game
Yeah.
code sites, man.
I'll definitely pick that up.
I was like, it's cheap enough, man. But yeah, that's pretty much all I played, man.
Reminds me of Tools Up.
Oh boy.
How you're just doing regular work around the apartment, and all of a
Word.
sudden it's just relaxing.
Word.
Too much.
Nice.
Chalk, how was Fighter Fridays,
I
bro?
don't want to talk about it.
What happened?
You should watch this particular fight. This
Okay.
one was hilarious. Was this at the 42-minute mark?
Yes.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
wait.
No, watch closely, y'all.
No,
watch.
this is 42-minute mark.
Wait, no, rewind that. You gotta rewind.
Oh,
You gotta rewind.
You
that
got to
for
give a
people.
play-by-play for the audio listeners.
So I'm playing as King, dressed up in a suit and tie. I mean, a shirt and tie, because he's the corporate.
I saw
he's
this
corporate
fight.
king. He's Hollywood king. That's as close to the Rock as you're gonna get in Tekken, and when I make him. So I was fighting this Steve. This Steve was excellent, really good game, really good player. And
Got work.
at the 42-minute mark, about 42 minutes and 12 seconds,
Yeah.
he does something so embarrassing to me. It was just insane looking.
Perfect too.
No, it wasn't a perfect.
I saw a guy get 3 perfects in a row on you.
Yeah, I
forgot
saw
about
that
that.
one. Yeah, no, I saw that one.
was rough.
I was
That
like, damn, yo, that's freaking crazy,
bro, that shit hurt my feelings.
Oh,
bro.
I kept and that was Mike. Ryugan and
Yo,
Smash.
he got
and
no
Smash.
energy.
did
He
He
he?
had energy,
He had like no energy though. He's still whipping.
but it recovers.
That's Ryuga.
No, that's not Ryugan.
Oh,
Oh, you got him there. Though.
Nah, he was Victor the entire time and just destroying me. If you smell
Oh, you got him.
what the
Dude, that
king is
not,
cooking,
That's not the Rock.
He plays this game too.
don't hate.
Right, Gun plays this
Yes,
too.
he plays this
He
too.
plays this,
and he's disgustingly good.
So you said at the 42
Yo.
minute mark.
But yeah, 42-minute mark.
This
All
dude.
right, let me fast forward.
Yeah,
here.
no,
41.
people need to see this.
So he likes being
Now
a
rewind
terror in
it.
everything.
Well, you
have
can
to
watch
rewind
the
this
stream
guy.
now. It's still up, so you guys can
Come
watch
on,
the
no
stream.
no, you got to see the moment. though.
Whatever.
But I'm gonna fast forward because
Yeah, put it to the like 42
right here.
minutes exactly. Yeah. That
That's
might be
it's
it.
the last
Here we
round,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the last round. Yes.
So talk to the audience, man. What
So yeah,
happened? here?
we're fighting. We're like, then he just.
It's 2 rounds. So you got
Yeah.
one. This is the final match.
Yep. And I'm
ropes.
I'm doing the best I can. But
Yeah, you blocked that one pretty good,
but
man.
he's
There you go.
watch
There you
woof.
go.
Oh, he turned it up. Oh shit.
He dodged
Oh.
it.
Yo,
And
he-
I, and at that point, I'm
you got
cheering for him.
Oh, you could have had him.
Yo, he dodged the
That
shit
throw
out
was
of you. though.
worthless.
No, and no, that throw sets you up for an RKO.
Right.
That throw was
It
ill.
didn't happen.
No, no
that,
kidding.
that dodge was dope.
That dodge was so ill.
That dodge is dope.
Like after I ran in for the clothesline and he ducked the
He
clothesline
uppercutted your
like
head
that.
off.
Yeah, that bro. I was cheering for him at that point.
He
I
knocked
was like,
he knocked
like,
your
wow.
mask off.
yeah,
And then you found out
He
he
knocked
wasn't.
it,
He
man.
wasn't.
bro. It was, and yeah, I mean, if you watch
That perfect one is. I was like, damn.
Yeah, no,
No,
I caught it when that part.
I
too.
was watching.
Did
and
your
I'm like,
controller break?
no, bro. You play him then. You play him.
I was just
Nah,
like,
it's one
I
of
was like,
those-
is it gonna happen?
You know what
3
it's like?
times?
It's one of those moments like when you're playing
was in his
pool.
zone.
When you're playing pool with somebody that's really good and they just own the whole thing.
Yeah,
You don't,
nothing-
even, get a,
nothing
you don't
to
even
do.
get a turn.
No,
that's, that's what it's like, man.
He was in the zone. Anytime I threw a punch or a kick, it whiffed. He hit the right button
At
to
the
do
right
the
time.
right move.
Right time.
To
Yeah.
just duck under a punch.
He was
or
in
a
the
kick.
zone. He was in
Yo.
the zone.
No, some
Dude,
And
when
I'm
you
like, and I'm sitting there
everyone's
like, hold on.
experienced that before when
Yeah.
you're in the
Oh,
zone
yeah.
and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I cannot be touched right
But
now.
when you
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he got, because I don't play 3 rounds ever. It's just 2 rounds. But when he got 2 in a row, I was like, there's no way he's getting this 3rd round.
Yo,
Because
who you telling?
Who you? Hoang, right?
I was Harang. And I'm like,
Ooh.
nah, there's no way I'm not gonna.
One
You
kick.
could at least get
at
a.
least
You could at least get
a.
a punch or something.
Yeah.
in. You can get something in.
Nah,
he didn't
bro.
let you.
And it was
He didn't let you that.
Nah,
Yeah, like,
nah, that
I would have been
fight
like,
was
stream is
embarrassing.
over, guys.
Oh no, I wanted to throw my controller. I was close.
Oh.
I was.
I would have
close.
been like, I'm gonna be playing the computer for the rest of the stream.
I almost lost it. I really did. In that moment, I almost lost it.
I'm gonna go to tutorial
But,
mode.
I passed out. Man. I was gonna.
I will practice some combos tonight.
Nah, but at the end of the night, I fought Not Cirque, and I actually got some wins.
Mm.
So I ended the night on a positive note because I got destroyed for the majority of it.
Damn.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Hyper Slap plays that game too. Plays Tekken 8.
Taking also hyper slap.
I played him once. I was like,
Ooh.
he was Yoshimitsu, and I'm just like, why is this happening,
You got a W right there, bro.
bro? Yeah. That might have been
This is towards
Cirque.
the end. This is towards the end.
Yeah, that was Cirque. That was.
Oh,
Cirque.
that was. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like,
I was close. It looked
because
like.
I was just gonna have one more match and be like,
That was not.
and be out, and then I was like, no, I'll give you a rematch, Cirque. I'll give you a rematch.
There you go.
But yeah, man, it was
That's hilarious.
it was quite
That kick.
the beating.
Look at that alpaca.
It was
the
quite.
background.
Yeah, man, this makes me want to practice because I got stomped out so bad. I might have gotten stopped out in this round. Hold on, he might have gotten a perfect on me.
It's a tough
Did
game.
he?
Nah, you got him.
All these
I-
fighting games, man, the mechanics are all different.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
Tekken
like-
is so weird.
Yeah.
I used to be what was it? The Jackie Chan dude? Lei
Wulong.
Wulong.
Yeah.
I used to play him as my main.
Mhm.
I never, like, since 3, I haven't touched that character.
Mm.
Nina was my main in Tekken 2.
Right.
And Paul has been my main in all of them. But
Nina's,
I haven't touched, I don't
Oh,
touch
man.
those characters. no
Nina's
more.
pretty good in this one, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Huh.
They gave her
I
gave
saw
her
a
some
10
new
hit-
grapple moves, and they
I
gave
still
her.
had 10 hit combos. I can't do that. no
They
more.
also gave her the same a similar gun move that Victor has. Very similar.
They be cheating, throwing
Yeah.
weapons in there.
But yeah, I just need to play. I need to find time to practice more. That's all.
Yeah,
Probably
all
just
it
gonna
is,
quit
man.
my job and just play video games.
That's a good idea. That's a great
You
idea.
have to
That's
make
the
your
dream.
job.
Yeah,
the
that's
video game.
that's the goal, yo.
That's the
It's
dream.
Hit that like button, yo.
Yeah, please
Subscribe to our
it.
channel.
Help
man.
us.
It helps us get there. It
quit
helps
our
us get there,
jobs.
bro.
We want to quit our
Share,
jobs.
Yeah.
share this stream
More to entertain you guys, man.
with your people, please.
Oh man.
Share it.
And what else did you play, Chuck? You play
And I
anything
played
else?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Who
game
hasn't
is-
been playing that?
I
game is-
haven't played.
I haven't.
I
All right, I haven't.
haven't played
I
it.
haven't
been
either.
playing
It's a beautiful game. The attention to detail.
All the details.
Damn, that shit looks
The
crazy.
I had to get used to the HDR. I don't like it that
the
much.
fighting
'Cause It
system.
gets
Really?
dark all the time. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
damn it,
Ah.
the light, because it always gets dimmer and brighter, and it
gotcha.
annoys me because
He's got them
it's like
old
real
eyes.
life though. Like when you're walking out into a
Mhm.
bright sun and stuff.
Yeah.
But it happens a lot.
I got a freaking new gaming monitor, and I have an issue with that too because it has HDR,
yeah.
and I'm like,
sometimes
it's
it gets
too
a
dark,
little too
man.
bright and dark. Yeah.
depends on the game you're playing, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't see shit, man. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, that game. It's good. I just finished chapter 8 today, I think.
Damn.
And I played a little bit of
How many
WWE
hours?
2K24.
How many hours in Final Fantasy?
40.
40.
Already,
Yeah.
already for you.
Yeah.
That's a nice chunk.
Did you
yeah.
did you come to the point
Stop,
where
stop
it's
talking.
better
No, stop,
than
stop
the
talking
remake?
about it.
I
the
know,
first
right?
one?
It's gonna be like, what's the ending?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm waiting for them to
What
ask.
the hell?
Let's
man?
talk about the ending. I haven't played yet, but let's talk about
Like,
the
what
ending.
are-
Yeah, I
do
mean,
you have any spoilers you
I
could
like
share? No.
I like it better than the remake
Okay.
because I mean when you start the game you already have summons.
Mhm.
Okay.
You
already have
have
summons.
you have a decent amount of materia. Like you start the game with like some equipment, you know.
Good.
Well, they They didn't start you with the same level you had.
No, definitely
They
not.
started you differently,
Yeah.
which was a surprise because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be the same damn game.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
played. You also played it, right, Six?
I did, yes. I had a whole day dedicated to it, and I put 7 hours in on one day. And I was
What
like, see,
chapter you
that's
up
what
to?
I needed to do. You know what? I'm up to chapter 3.
I'm up to chapter 3.
Because you know what happened? All right.
What had happened was.
Open world games do this to me if it's got some type of loop to it where I'm addicted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you know how when you beat the little missions, it has a little circle and it
Yep.
adds all of them.
I know.
So
So you did all of them.
I did up to there's 2 of them left in chapter 2.
Okay.
I ran everywhere on the map. I opened up the whole map wherever I could go. There's no clouds left on the map. I opened it
Yeah.
except for my character.
Pun
you're-
intended.
But I had to second I knew that you can open up the map like that. I was like, oh man, they're doing this Castlevania shit to me. So I got to get 100% on the map because if I see one little part that's not,
Yep.
I got to get there because
Yep.
it might be a secret. But there's no treasures everywhere. I was like, come on, man. I'm on the top of this mountain. You couldn't give me nothing,
You're
Nope.
doing the same thing I'm doing with Blasphemous too.
dude.
It's like you want to
it's
experience
addicting.
everything.
And I was like,
yeah.
do I want to play? I got to the card games again. I was like, I'm trying to do this thing, and I got to do this
Dude.
card shit. And I was like, I'm gonna play it again.
Dude, let me tell you,
I got decent at it.
I
though.
got swept up in playing Queen's Blood, bro. I
still
hate-
don't understand
I
it,
hate-
but
me neither.
I win.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Well, they threw it in some missions, and I was like, do I really want to do
Yeah.
this right now?
Oh, so
'Cause
you got it. You have to do it like force.
if you want to get, I mean, they don't go crazy though.
Okay.
It's not
All
like it's not like Blitzball crazy.
Okay.
That was
I
not
hated
fun.
that
That was
shit,
not
man.
fun.
I hated
Yo,
that.
I
I
love
hated
Blitzball. I love.
Some people
Blitzball.
love that
Yeah,
shit.
some people-
I
if
hate
you
It's
it.
got it-
polarizing. Either you love it or
if
you hate
got
it,
it,
man.
you
I
got
hated it.
I didn't like it.
I was sick with Blitzball.
But the
was
card game is simple
Blitzball.
enough
With
Okay.
AC
to
Slayer.
make you like.
Yep.
Snyder.
He loves calling him AC.
Yeah,
Slayer.
he's definitely
I
not.
don't even know what character he's talking about. In that
Something about
Titus.
Something
Something
about
Titus.
Titus. What's his name?
Tight ass.
Terrible name.
Tight
And, and
Well, you said-
unlocking the summons is cool.
Oh, I got one.
I got Titan and
I
I
got
got I don't want to spoil it for you,
All right.
but I
Odin,
unlocked 2
Odin.
so far.
Dude, I got
Just say
my.
Odin.
Stop.
I know
bro.
he's in. I know he's in.
So
Stop,
I got
stop,
my
stop.
ass whipped by some bosses, and I was like, you know what? I know what you're weak against. I was just not prepared. I'm gonna
Yeah,
come back and I'm
exactly.
going to beat the shit out of this
Mhm.
guy. And then they had the missions where you have to when you find all the animals and stuff and beat them. Like you had to do certain things to get your
Beat animals. What the hell?
the creatures.
There's animal abuse in this game.
There's fiends.
Beat animals.
There's
What the hell?
Yes.
We don't promote that on the channel.
yeah, man.
Well, they are animals,
I got you.
but you have to do certain things to beat them. Like I was like, how the hell do you pressure? What does that even mean? Like I had
Oh
to
yeah,
figure out
when
things
you
that
hit
had to
them
get all the
with their
quotas.
elemental weakness or something like that.
But if
or
they had no weakness, I'm like, what is it then?
no, you have to
Wow.
use the assessment area.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't say anything for it.
Oh no, but there's instructions on the left hand side. There's verbal instructions on how to pressure them.
Jake can't read.
No, it says immune, and then it says weak against nothing, and then it says okay. So I
No,
gotta
but
figure out-
on the left hand side, when you hit the
all right, I'll
assessment
look at it
area-
again.
Yeah.
But I was only one thing I didn't get. There's only one guy I couldn't pressure, and I was like, whatever, I got the rest.
Oh, man.
Sometimes
But-
you just got to block. Or
But when you
die.
want to, yeah. But when you want to complete everything, it's like, damn it, why I'm fighting this guy? and Nothing is happening for
Oh.
that.
Nah, I didn't care. Like if I staggered him
hunt-
and beat him.
I told you how the hunts were in Final Fantasy 16, right? And how I got addicted to going on every hunt.
Mm-hmm.
It was similar to that. And I was like, damn it, they put these things on the map. I have to go to every one of them. And that's why it took me 7 hours to get through chapter 2.
Damn. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. So I hope that doesn't happen the whole way through, but I know it is. I know it is.
Chuck, you played, you said WWE 2K?
2K24, yeah.
Okay.
That game is
All
good,
right.
man. It's tight.
It's tight.
I'm
tight.
hearing good things. I look forward to having this on the channel.
Tight.
Wait, who's that Logan Paul guy?
No,
Logan Paul.
honestly, like, don't get
Who
me wrong.
created that guy?
Logan Paul is a good wrestler.
Mhm.
I don't think he deserved a 90 though.
They gave him a 90?
Hell
Yeah, they
no.
gave him a 90.
A 90,
Wow.
Well, I mean, he's like undefeated though.
They rated him.
82.
Nah, I'd get he's a solid 85. He shouldn't have gotten a better rating than Bobby Lashley.
79.
Damn. Well, his year wasn't that great.
Nah, his
See,
year wasn't that great.
his
but
year wasn't
still,
that great.
He still doesn't. He still shouldn't get a higher rating than Bobby
You
Lashley.
gotta change
No.
all the ratings. You
But,
gotta change-
I
you
mean,
can
don't get
change
me
them,
wrong. Logan Paul has done some crazy stuff in the ring, but like, I feel like a 90 is a little too high.
That's mad high.
Wow.
But
He's got
Man.
A. He's a character.
or
Man
Bobby
high.
Lashley should have been like a 91 or a 92 because in the last game he was like a 93.
Bobby
94.
Lashley should never be under a 90.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
He's older.
Should never be under a 90.
Wow.
And older.
So it's going by age?
Yeah,
He's been around, man. He's been around.
Shit.
He was an ECW. The fake ECW.
Wow. But yeah, man, that game is fun.
Okay.
We should play that on the channel.
Oh, we
Yeah.
definitely should.
We should probably run a GM mode season on the channel with 4 players.
And
Just
Mr. Perfect is
You
in
could
the
do that?
DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You can't afford GMs.
Yeah,
There's
you
only
can.
three. There's only 3 shows.
There's Raw, there's SmackDown, there's NXT,
That's 3
NXT 2.0,
No,
WCW.
That's not real. No, that's not.
In the game, yeah. Dude. Wow.
I refuse to run WCW.
Damn.
Wow. I refuse
I run
to
to the ground
WC
like they were.
The hate's
Wow.
real, y'all. The
Word.
hate's real.
There, that's a thick layer right there.
The hate is real.
Thick
Yeah,
layer.
man.
right
Their main event was garbage.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Damn, sir.
Oh, man. Yo, Turbo, what you been playing, man?
They had cruiserweights.
Let's see. I guess we'll start with Unicorn Overlord. Sorry, I'm never gonna get
That's
the
on
name.
both words.
That
I'm never
name-
getting this right.
He doesn't know the title of the game.
It's just no. It's like it's and the game is awesome. I wasn't trying to play it for as long as I did. I got addicted to it over the weekend, and it's been taking up most of the game playing time just because it's easy to get the game loop. It's easy to get addicted to it.
You gotta leave it. You gotta leave it alone, or you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna get stuck.
I probably spent about an hour just going back to old villages because I found out what the fast travel was later.
There's a fast travel.
There's a fast.
Oh, damn, man.
There is a fast travel. Yeah,
I go everywhere on the horse. That's all I do.
You just walk. You really? See, I
Since I'm
fast,
promoted, I can go on the horse and go fast.
if it's an area that you like liberated, you could fast travel to like any town,
oh really?
even if you don't have a guard stationed there.
Oh.
So I went back to the villages and just did the delivery, stationed the guard there, and because they give you like materials and stuff like that, and money and renown, it just comes to you like later if you keep doing that. And I was addicted, just not even fighting, just going.
Oh no, yeah. I'll spend mad time not even fighting, and I'll enjoy every second.
But no, the characters are crazy, and the strategy is just like, it's too impressive. It's way too impressive.
So you strategize?
Yes, it's like because you get like you start with units that could probably like hold what 1, and then you build them up to like
1 or 2, yeah.
1 or 2, and then my units I have like about 10 different units, and they each hold 3 people each. Some of them hold 4, and you go further in the game and you expand the unit to like have. I think you said it goes up to 5 max, Eric.
5 max.
Really? Okay, but it's 6 slots, so it's like it's weird how that's like. But I think 6 would be overkill though.
It'll be too much.
6 people on a squad. I
You
think
need a
5 is
space.
fine.
You need space.
But it's crazy. It's a crazy game. But we've said a lot about it already.
Is it starting to creep up on the
Oh,
list?
I know it's gonna be. It's easily gonna enter the top 10. I wonder where it's gonna be when I'm done with it though. It's just like.
Is it gonna beat Vandal Hearts?
Yes, it beats it now.
It's already better
It's
than
already
Vandal
beat
Hearts.
Vandal Hearts now.
It's not even
You
remotely.
said it's so easy.
In the first 2 hours, it was better than
The
Why?
first
That's so
battle
much-
beat
what's
it.
wrong with
Okay.
Vandal? It's
and,
very
and I
good.
like Vandal Hearts. Vandal Hearts is a solid, regular strategy RPG.
Yeah,
Is it better than Jin d'Arc?
I never played.
I never
it,
played that,
That's
but
for
I heard
PSP.
great things.
I liked it.
That was good.
I don't think it was like top 10, but
No,
it was good.
But it's Unicorn Overlord. It's a great game, and I look forward to playing it when I get home. But I had to play also Resident Evil Village. I had to because it's been too long. I've played and beaten every single Resident Evil game, and Village has been out for a while. And I was like, okay,
That was first time playthrough.
the PS VR is too expensive, and I'm just like but I do want to play that in first person. I'm playing this in third person actually right now.
Good.
Because you should.
Because I don't know how. But on the PS5, I had this already playable. I had the
Really?
game free. I don't know. I don't remember how I got it.
I got it also.
I have it free. And
Same.
It's not a PlayStation Network thing. And I'm like, I didn't pay for this.
For PS5?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it also.
I have the PS5 version,
I don't know how I got it
and I'm
either.
like, I've never paid money for this.
Right.
I was
Don't ask
like,
questions.
I've never bought it. But I was
and,
like,
and as a third person in it?
no, I
that
had to
was a
buy. I
download.
had to buy the DLC.
Okay.
So I was just
How
like,
much was it?
I got this for free. So I was just like, I'll buy the
What,
DLC
$10,
for. It was 20. It was
20?
20. It's
Oh,
20.
that's
but
with the girl, too.
there's also a mode, an extra campaign after you beat the main game. So I was just like, for the third person, I was like, I'll pay $20 for this, and
How is it in third person?
it feels well. I'm in the first part where it's a village, and it's like a snowy village. It feels like Resident Evil 4
Really?
remake. Yeah, it feels very Resident Evil 4 remake.
Because I tried out Resident Evil Village in first person,
Yeah,
and because I had it on
Yeah, that's
PS5,
creepy as
Yeah.
hell.
and I was not liking it.
Turn this game
I was
off.
not liking the. I just wasn't liking like the
Spooked.
werewolves and stuff, like the way they were moving.
Turn that
And in
game
first
off.
person, it was just.
I'm
hard.
having. I can't. Do
I
he-
couldn't.
I'm
I
having-
couldn't hit him, man. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
I'm having a hard time with the headshots.
Yeah,
because of the way
same.
they move.
the
Because
way
of
they move, man.
Luckily, they give you the shotgun early in the game. They just barely give you any ammo for it. So
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's that they are the werewolves are terrifying. They're definitely terrifying.
Turn that game
And
off.
it's just like no, it's they got the horror really down.
That's a
you know,
whole
down
lot
really
of
well.
note.
But
It looks good in third person though.
yeah, no,
I'll say
in
that.
third
I didn't-
person it feels because I recently played the demo of Resident Evil 4 remake and I'm like this feels very much like Resident Evil 4 remake, but
It
you had
looks
more
better off.
you had more combat options in Resident Evil. I feel when you get grabbed in this, I can't get them off. I'm
Yeah.
starting to learn how to do it with the guard thing, and then you kick them off.
Yeah.
You know, but I like it better in Resident Evil 4 remake. You know, you kind of
Okay.
are able to like stab them with the freaking in the head with the knife. And
Well,
you
this was
break the
this
knife
was
and-
built from the ground up as a first person, so they kind of tacked this on after the fact. So
Yeah,
You mean
Of
they
course it's gonna-
shoehorned it?
they shoehorned
shoehorned it in.
the mode in.
that actually fits. Yes, they shoehorned it. Yes.
I didn't mind,
No
Resident Evil 7 in first person. I played through that, and I was just like, but I prefer Resident Evil in third person.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's
This
just
is
like,
the only one you didn't beat, right?
there's only one I didn't beat yet. Yeah, I just play it right now for a good hour and a half. I think I played for a good.
It was
hour and a half.
interesting the way it starts off. I was like, okay.
But
Yeah.
they never added a third person mode to 7.
No,
That's
and they should. They said I read the reason why they add the third person mode here is because fans want it. They were just like, we want a third person. And
But
there's
they don't want it for
But
7.
they didn't add it for 7.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
You gotta wait for the remake.
Yeah, probably.
some people say no, it should always be permanently first person because
Yeah.
it's
Well,
more
some people like
visceral. And it's
I
like,
think it's a generational thing.
Some people like it.
I
yeah.
think just keep it with a choice. Give a choice. Give the option of both, and you satisfy everybody.
if they
Turn
can
that
pull it off, and that's
But the game is so far so good.
Yeah, let's leave. Chalk's review. Turn it off.
It's legit a 2-second review.
The
Turn it
werewolf
off, turn it
guys
off.
are terrifying, but it's taken too many bullets to knock them down. And
I
it's
found
like,
it was difficult as hell.
unless you
you're
shoot
only
him in the
supposed
head
to-
3
Oh,
times, and I think that's it. Shoot him in
Yeah,
the
you
head
gotta
3
shoot him
times.
in the head, bro. Headshots. Man.
But these werewolves are like,
No, they
They're
they
juking-
move. They
they're
move
juking and
like
stuff,
too
you know?
much, man. I'm like,
you
yo,
gotta put the bullet where their head's going to be, son. You gotta
You gotta find
predict
the
it.
yo, play
silver
the
bullet.
game, Chalk, and then we'll talk.
Nah, I'm good. Man. I'm good. Nah, turn that off. Turn
but
that
it's
right
good.
off.
It feels like Resident Evil. It feels like Resident Evil 4. So
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
sure it's gonna be good.
All right,
Sure, it's gonna be good.
all right.
Happy for y'all.
Well, I have that game for the PC, and I have that mode.
Mhm.
I have not played it yet.
I have zero interest.
Zero.
I'm not a big fan of Ethan. That's why. but,
Zero. I
yeah.
think Ethan's a shit character. I'm dead ass. He's a shit
I did
character.
watch the game though online, and it's pretty exciting.
I tried playing it. I was like, I gave it a shot, but in first person.
Yeah, like it
You
wasn't-
know when a
it
series
wasn't-
goes on a little too long
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
throw
yeah.
in something new and it's like what they threw in new is just like, no, it's not believable. And that's stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Go back to what you were doing before. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's what Resident Evil is to me.
Although I haven't tried 4 remake yet, I'm waiting. It's,
Oh,
on,
I'm
it's
waiting
on
for-
my backlog.
I'm
man.
waiting for a sale because
Well, it's dropped in price ridiculously.
Yeah.
What's it- how
I
much
mean,
is
I
that?
own it.
I, think
have
it was
the game, but
30
it's
when I
not-
saw it.
super cheap now.
I think
Dirty
it's
30.
like I don't
Resident
think
Evil games drop super
it
cheap.
didn't hit
They
20
usually
yet though,
do.
I don't think, right?
Resident Evil hits
Not
like
yet.
$7 after some
Black
time.
Friday.
Yeah.
No,
Probably.
they'll go on.
I was about to say Fighter Friday.
Chalk
Well,
selling
drop-
games now.
Chalk selling games.
They'll drop to 20 for
Not
the
that
regular
game.
console.
Come get your new cheap games on Fighter Friday.
Not
Big
that
Chalk
game.
will just- selling
No,
games.
sir.
Oh,
I'll never be selling a Resident Evil game on Fighter Friday. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's 30.
Oh, man.
30.
Unless it's
Yeah.
Crest
30, yeah.
Redfield and Marvel vs. Capcom. Nah,
Hey.
son. No,
So on
thank
PC
you.
it's probably 20,
Yeah.
probably. But you'll get it in a bundle for free
Yeah.
sooner or later.
Probably.
Sooner or later. With Devil May Cry.
No.
All the
All
cap,
of them.
all the Capcoms.
Yep.
What you been playing there, Sticks?
Well, I already said Final Fantasy.
Yep.
And I already said I was addicted to finding every little stupid thing on the map.
Right.
Mhm.
And it's funny because I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch TV after I do this part.
Nope.
Oh, but that's right there though.
It's
It's always the that's right
That's
there.
Ghost of Tsushima for me.
And if I check that, then I do that. Oh, should I go back to the town? Wait, I
Yep.
do that first before I go back to the town. Then I
Mhm.
got more people who want. Like, it's crazy.
You legit lie to yourself.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're hooked, when you can
Yeah.
keep lying to yourself.
I
was
don't
like-
even, dude, I almost missed the podcast. I don't even lie to myself. I'm like, look, I'm gonna play until I beat this boss, and that's
And
it.
the fighting is fun.
Yes,
The fighting is fun.
Yes, it
so you
is.
want to get into combat, but there's a lot of stuff in there that's not combat.
Yo,
There's
but
a lot of stuff.
But that's those synergy abilities that you can unlock.
I still have
bro.
to learn. Yeah.
That's supposed to be a new feature. Yeah,
Bruh.
that's the new feature of the game. That
So
they added,
ill.
that everyone says.
Yo, I like that. Cafe Fox and Chuck got to hook up the Fright Friday.
Nah,
Resident Evil
son.
2 is
Hell yeah,
people miss
son.
that, man. They miss that.
Fright
Got to bring it back, bro.
Word.
Yeah. It rolls right out the tongue.
All right,
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
we
man.
got some new games for you.
Frightening Friday.
Hell yeah.
I wish Chuck would scream like a bitch. That'd be great.
Oh, man.
That'd be awesome. Remember that shit with fucking Kenny Maxim? He's like, yeah, I don't scream, man. I don't scream. And he was playing Resident Evil 2 remake, and the liquor just popped out. He said, "Oh shit!" And he said, "Oh god!" like you heard him say that, man, close to himself.
Terror.
He was legit terrified.
Pure terror.
Oh god.
Anyway, what else you played there, Sticks?
So the rest of the week, I was tweaking the Odin 2 and adding stuff to it. And I was getting the controls ready for the Wii, which is the hardest thing to freaking configure on something like that. But I figured it out, and I was testing it with Punch-Out Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I never played Punch-Out Wii because you had it with the Fit
He used
balance
the
board.
balance board
the
and
balance
the,
board and all that. And I was like, yeah, it's all right, whatever. I passed on that. But
I
it
love
looked
playing like
good.
that. It was awesome.
But I never played it. I never really got into it. And
my
I
favorite.
beat I never beat part 1, obviously. I never beat Tyson.
It's my
Never
favorite
beat-
one.
I beat 2. Super Punch Out I beat.
Mhm.
But I always wanted to play this one.
Mhm.
So I guess I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot.
What do you think?
It's dope. I mean, like I said, it's a remake of 1. Basically.
Kinda.
There's some new
Kinda.
there's like
I would say a
What, 2 new characters?
reimagining.
Yeah, it's a reimagining.
it's a reimagining.
That
Yeah,
dude just
it-
got knocked the fuck out, by the way. Like he got knocked out really quick.
Second character, yeah.
Really quick.
He's easy.
Well, if you
as shit.
catch things at a certain time, they lose all the energy.
Yeah, everyone's got like a special knockout and a special animation that happens, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
So I played that. I only fought like 3 guys, four people, in it. There's enough change in it. It's definitely, if you like Punch Out, it's definitely they didn't do it wrong.
Yeah.
They did it perfect, basically.
I don't like
Yo.
this motherfucker at all. I don't like this dude at
Disco
all.
Kid,
He's
man.
he's doing
That's
a crowd.
Carlton.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
the
this dude.
Disco
That's
Kid.
Carl-
bro.
Not
Carlton.
unusual to be loved by anyone.
I don't like him. I just don't
Well,
like
he's a
this
new
dude.
character.
Oh,
Yeah, Disco Kid, bro.
Kill this dude.
It's a disco.
He's about to get
kid.
rocked right now. Boom,
Yeah,
you're
nah.
done. You're done.
He's easy.
Oh, get this guy
I
outta
read that
here.
they created this character. He's a new character,
Yep.
and he replaced Kid Quick, who was in the arcade game,
Yo, my man
because
skipped leg day
they
several
said
times.
Kid Quick was too stereotypical.
I mean, the whole game is based off stereotypes.
That's
so,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They got rid of the other dude, right? The
Flamenco?
with the
He's in there.
turban, the teleporting dude, Tiger.
Oh, Great Tiger.
They got rid of him, right?
Nah, he's in there.
No,
He's in there,
there.
really?
Tiger.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in
shit.
there,
He's in
definitely.
I was talking about stereotypes.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
he's
Gotta keep some of them, right?
Well, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
it's-
Well, the
he's-
whole
he's
game is
funny.
stereotypical.
Sorry, he's
Yeah.
funny.
Dude, I
He has
was
the flying carpet and everything. man.
why can't that like? I think to be honest, just keep it. Keep
They
that.
rip
It's
on
funny.
everybody.
It's hysterical.
You
Yeah.
can't
Nah,
change
people too
Punch-Out.
sensitive, bro.
They're mad.
No, look.
No,
if you
this-
make
this-
fun of everybody,
Yo.
you make fun of
Yo,
everybody,
dude,
and that's fine.
Do a modern version of it, dude. They would have
No,
death
even-
threats. They would have death
No,
threats.
even
If they
no,
did
even
a modern
if you
version.
even if you make fun of everybody, it's like everyone's too sensitive, man.
They're
I-
mad
I-
sensitive. Please,
Yep.
man.
We can't have fun anymore.
And you could bring back Tyson at the end because he's still around. He's doing shit.
Nah,
make
nah,
make him
nah,
try to
he's-
get his revenge.
He's boxing Jake Paul.
I know. After he kills him, just fucking pop in and just
Well, I
Oh,
also
man.
played the there was a little downloadable thing that you can get from the Nintendo Club where you
Mhm.
fight the doc.
Oh
the
yeah,
coach.
yeah.
I
never-
played that, and I was like, "Yo,
Wow.
why is he so ridiculous?" Because it's hard. It's a trainer, the
Mhm.
trainer thing. He's like, his punches is like left, look, left, left. I'm like, "Yo,
Isn't he wearing like leopard or some shit?
No, he's wearing the same thing.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
Does he have
were-
gloves, boxing gloves on? or
Yeah.
no? Oh, he does
Yeah.
have gloves. Okay.
Yeah, it's block. He has the thing to block.
Okay.
But
There he
yeah,
goes.
yeah.
Oh,
that's
they do
that's
have
the
him.
tiger. That's the-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, great Tiger.
Yo, his intro's ill too, man.
But
It's
I
got the
did
flying
beat-
carpet and everything, bro.
I did beat the doc though,
So,
at the second try.
Oh, you did. You beat him.
Yeah.
I never
But
fought
he'd
him.
be cheating though.
Yeah.
He'd be cheating. He'd be like, "Oh, turn left." Like
Wasn't Donkey Kong a secret character?
Donkey
He's
Kong was a
one of them,
secret
yeah.
character.
He's- yeah.
He was the secret boss, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
this is interesting.
yeah, he's floating, man.
He got powers.
He's got the powers.
Yo,
bro.
that's amazing.
he's floating in the ring, dude.
Yo, if Tyson gets knocked out while fighting Jake Paul, I would be so upset.
That should be staged.
He should have been
Ah.
DLC in that game. In this game right here.
You should have.
Yeah, dude.
Bring him
Was
back.
Adam
They,
in
they
there?
need to bring Punch Out back.
That would-
But with audio.
Hell
like
yeah.
have lines
Hell
and shit.
yeah.
Have
Oh,
him talk.
yes,
Yeah.
please.
I think they were wrong for making him Donkey Kong though. That's terrible.
dude,
Nintendo should not have done that.
dude,
Wow.
They made who Donkey Kong?
dude.
Tyson?
That's wrong. On
That would have been
so many
terrible.
That's
They're like, "Whoa, put Tyson in. We got Donkey Kong."
And I never beat Donkey Kong. I don't like the way he moves and
He's
stuff. I'm
cheating.
like, this
There
is
you
just
go. He's
ridiculous. Soda
Soda
Popinski.
Popinski. I mean, vodka.
Vodka
vodka's-
Drunkunsky. That's his name's supposed to be. They should have kept it, man.
Oh man, they should have kept it, bro. Funny.
I love this game.
Funny
I
shit,
was like,
man.
man,
I
they
love
have,
this
uh,
shit.
they
This is
have
my
some-
favorite
Do
punch
they have
out,
Super
dude.
Macho Man?
They have
yeah.
Macho.
Super Macho Man's in there.
Dude,
yeah.
why didn't they fucking turn him into Macho Man
Can't
Randy
be
Savage?
Macho Man.
Yo, dude, come on, man.
That'd be
There
great.
is.
Like,
Su-
oh
Super
no,
Macho Man.
you're going down.
Actually, he's like the guy Hogan imitator, right?
You ain't
Yeah.
running
Kinda,
nowhere.
Thunderlips?
Graham?
He's kind of like Thunderlips.
Not
No,
Thunder
not
Lips.
Thun- it's fucking
Superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy
There he
Graham.
goes.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
gross. Why is he so shiny?
Ew.
Oh.
He got all the chicks though. Look at him. All the
Yo,
time.
I like the chicks have
Every
like
picture.
button eyes, man.
Yeah.
They got buttons.
Ew.
Hey, all right.
This
All
guy,
right,
I
that's
got
enough.
out of here.
That's enough.
Don't need to see that no more.
That's
Yeah.
enough.
What up, Bizarre?
Yo.
Ha, Bazaar.
What's
all-
going on? What's
How's
going
all?
on?
All right.
But yeah, that's all. That's all.
That's all. That's all.
Oh.
We all know what Salad played.
What'd you
Yeah,
play?
it's the same thing. It's gonna be for a long time,
It's gonna
man.
be the same thing forever.
I come to a realization recently, like just like the past 2 playthroughs of this game. This is going to enter. It might enter my top 5
Oh.
video games of all time
Woo.
if it continues the same path. It's like a realization that I had the other day. I said this is it's doing everything that it doesn't even need to do. It's
Yeah.
doing everything too well.
Is
And
there
it's-
any
it's-
negatives that you could think of?
Mm.
too many cool characters?
Damn.
There's too many cool characters.
Damn.
I just entered a part where I had to remove one character from a team because I don't have enough space. There's too many cool characters. There's a dude who looks like Guts.
Oh,
There's a fucking dude that looks like Guts in the game.
damn.
I'm like,
From Berserk. Yeah, Berserk.
this
From
is it's too much.
Not actual guts. In the
It's
body.
it's
I thought the
he
same
looks
shit.
like
Wait.
intestines in them. That's a character in
with a
this
sword.
fucking- dude. It's just I think it all depends on the battles ahead because I know a lot of the games that are on my list
Mhm.
have dope battles. You know, we always talk about Radiant Dawn, Alincia's Gambit. It's one of the best
Yep.
battles in strategy role playing game. Period.
Yeah.
But if you have something along those lines, oh, dude, I was dreaming of this shit today.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
at
that's-
work thinking of this game.
Oh,
'Cause the
man,
thing
that's
is-
bad, dude.
I will sit there for 25 minutes thinking of different combinations of characters to put together.
Yep.
Jesus,
It's
man.
fucking crazy. It's legit insane.
It
It's
is.
and I cannot stress it enough for anyone who likes strategy role playing games. It's real. It's the one of the best things you could ever play, and it's the one of the worst things you could ever play because you are not playing anything. You will not play another game.
How many hours you got in it?
I think I just hit 46, maybe somewhere in the 40s. Somewhere in the 40s.
I haven't seen my count. I'm not that high yet though, because
Yeah.
you're on level 20 something. I'm on level
It's
13.
It's out of control. And I know, you know, they'll always have stuff online like, oh, you know, when you get to this part or whatever, and there's other characters that haven't even joined or haven't even met. And I said, God, I have to find a place for them. This is too much. It's legit. The art, the animation, the strategy, the things you can do, moving people's position, putting skills on people when they come out, putting healers with other classes when they heal and you know, take away all status ailments. Dude, it's so much shit you would have never even thought of.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's OD.
It's a lot.
It is OD. I never even knew that shit can happen in the game. Like, have you ever played a game where you're like, I didn't even know this is possible to do in a fucking game?
Mm.
And they're doing all of it. And the voice acting is
Oh yeah, like the voice acting
Top.
is pretty crazy.
top notch.
Pretty
Top notch.
crazy.
But yeah, you're gonna next. You know what the fucked up thing is? The other day I said, can't wait to beat it so I can play it again.
Wow.
Isn't that sick? That's
Wow.
sick.
Wow.
That's
To be-
sick.
so I can play it again.
Sir.
That's sick. There's something wrong.
Sir.
Dude, I still got to play Dragon's Crown.
Oh my god.
I bought that for PS3.
And that was made by Vanilla
Yeah,
also.
Vanilla,
yeah.
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 They swear by
I
it.
said they need to come out with that for the Switch for the longest
they
time.
did
I can't believe they never got.
They
a
did
port for
some of that Dragon Crown grime in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the waifus were popping out. This is like new chick who had like this ill ass axe, fucking tits are the size of my head.
Yep.
It was like flying out like.
Oh, you see the anime?
Yes, it's like that. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's Dragon's
But their head, the head isn't as small. The head isn't as small here.
Big breasts.
This one character that had
Well, no, you see it with the way
breasts.
you see the way the animation for the magicians. They just
That-
kind
that-
of
no,
moving
that
side to
looks
side.
ridiculous.
I'm
Yeah.
like, it's
are
unnecessary,
you
but it's
doing?
funny.
Yeah. Although the magician did like swaying their hips
Yeah, they're
back and
swaying
forth.
back and forth. It's just like,
What
okay, I know what
are
they're
you
doing there with it.
Yo, that's a titty bird.
Yo, it's
Is that a titty bird again?
Yes, it is.
I told you about the titty birds
No,
before.
it's a titmus. It's a titmus.
The titty birds.
The titty birds.
It's distracting as fuck. But it's funny. I was looking at like
Oh, man.
I had like I don't know like 40 plus characters. There's like maybe 60% women. I was like, wow, there's a lot of girls in this game. But like badass designs though.
No, what was the
Like-
one? Who was the one in the black armor? I forgot her name.
But would it be?
Yeah, Barra something.
We're gonna call it badass.
I like when she was introduced because she's taken out whole units of 4 people by herself. I was just like,
I love that.
yo, I'm like, she's
love
a
that.
crazy character.
I love that.
Crazy. I like her
Brienne
voice
of Tarth.
actor, her freaking animation. Brienne of Tarth with black hair.
You know what? This is my goal. This is my ending state. This is my goal. I'm gonna try to get Chalk into this game because he's a Dragon Force guy.
Stop.
I'm trying to get into this game.
Oh, Chalk would like it.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
you would
Chalk.
like it. You would
be
like
in-
it.
We would not see him.
Y'all realize
No,
y'all
that's
gotta
the
play
problem.
something else this year though.
Yeah, that's
wait,
the thing.
wait, what?
Can't be it.
I gotta play something else.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was it? Oh, it's the Walking Dead game. Okay, I'll do that. Shit. I was like, damn, I have a backlog from things I have to play. God damn, guys, we need to quit our jobs so we can do this full time. This is too much. But that is the only thing I've been playing lately, and it will be the only thing I'm playing for a long
the whole
time.
year.
For the whole year. I'm screwed over. This game's ruined my life. Legit has ruined my
All
life.
right, all right. In that case, yeah, I think it's time to reveal the indie
Oh
game
wow.
of the week, y'all.
Oh wow.
We're gonna reveal the indie game of the week.
The indie game of
week. Put this up here. So here we go.
What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh, what's it gonna be, guys?
It's gonna be
What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be May.
Wizard of
Gotta be
Legend,
mine.
y'all.
Wizard of Legend.
Wizard of Legend.
This is like an OG indie game.
Word.
It is, but it was very fast paced. It's a very challenging game too.
Very deep.
very deep, challenging roguelike. And we don't like a lot of roguelikes, but this one's really good. And we never beat it.
I beat it solo.
You beat it solo, right? We
Yeah.
never beat it. Yeah, we never.
We
beat
got
it.
to the boss a couple of times.
several times.
Couple of times, yeah.
Lots of times. Lots and lots of times. And then they came out with an update, which made the game harder.
Yeah, they added two
Damn,
more
man.
bosses.
They had two more bosses.
more
And
enemies.
they made, more enemies made the game hard. So I was like,
Jesus.
why?
And they're like, here's more spells. I'm like, fuck the spells. These guys are fucking tough.
Yes.
Really tough. But the cool thing is they have a sequel coming out that's 4-player co-op.
Oh God.
Oh,
What?
Still
interesting.
roguelike?
Oh, the sequel, that looks crazy. That looks.
Mhm.
I don't know when it's coming out, but that looks, and it doesn't even really look.
with tougher bosses.
Oh,
Let me stop.
It doesn't look like it's the same type of. It looks like an evolved. It looks a little made different
looks
from the
pretty.
ground
It
up.
looks
It
very
looks
pretty.
very good.
It looks very pretty.
4 players. It's just big bosses also. Like they had really huge bosses in it, and it just like
This was just 2, right?
this was just 2, but it was awesome.
Shout out to indie developers getting the memo and realizing that make it 4 players. Make games 4 players now. Make everything fucking 4 players because that shit works.
Make them 6.
And guess what?
No,
It'll
that's too
Just keep going.
Helldivers.
Make it.
But like, if it's 4 players, it's gonna be on the channel.
Word.
You know, like we gonna rock with it.
Word.
4 wizards? What?
Nah, that's gonna be crazy.
What?
Sounds
That's-
interesting.
That
man.
looks good.
No, this was a
Give
lot of fun.
Wizard a purple cloak though.
No, you. No,
Yeah,
there
you
is.
can.
There
No,
is
yeah,
a-
there's purple. There's purple in there. There's gold. There's all that shit.
They got certain perks, but they do have the color.
That's the shit.
Word.
Chalk's like, well, sign me up then.
Uh,
Oh, and Chalk, and you, Unicorn Overlord, you could actually customize your character, and make him purple.
Stop.
So we're talking about Wizard of Legend, man. What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to convert him. I'm trying to convert
Damn,
him.
man. Well, let me ask you about Wizard of Legend. You said you beat it first player, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take?
In a sitting?
Yeah.
It's like a 35-minute game.
Bower, yeah. It was
Oh,
like,
for real?
Yeah,
it's-
because it's three bosses,
Okay.
and then the last boss.
Oh, okay, because I have this on my backlog, but I'm
It's a
like,
roguelike. It's
I'm
going
a-
to
I'm a
take you years. It's a half an hour.
The,
game.
the appeal of this game, like Turbo says, it's a very difficult game, but
Mhm.
it's what combination of spells work for you. You have the fire element, you have the wind element, you have the water element, and there's also like two others: the
Gotcha.
Thunder.
earth and thunder. So you could use one as your melee, use one as your super technique, and one as your crowd control.
Gotcha.
And you also get relics, and you also get like these little things too. So it's some
insane.
people will go through the game and be like, oh yeah, I got the perfect loadout, pause, and and like kill bosses in 2 seconds.
Gotcha.
But
You got to get lucky.
I mean, you gotta be
Or
smart
you
too.
you can grind too. But
You,
to
you
get the
yeah,
shit?
each stage you could buy shit,
Okay.
but it depends on what they're selling.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to learn enemy patterns.
Yes, that's very.
And you gotta
important.
hope
Wow.
you get like certain bosses, like a certain boss you want to fight first, because if you fight that boss second, they're gonna
Their
have
patterns.
changed their pattern.
Yeah.
And-
Don't fight the fire bitch third.
No, no. yeah.
Do not fight her third. I still
Okay.
don't know what she does.
Damn.
The
Damn.
worst. She's the fucking worst.
All right.
And then they added 2 more. Go fuck yourself.
Damn.
Damn.
But
Man.
I love this game though. So it's a lot of fun. One of the first indie games that I actually bought for the Switch, but a lot of fun. Looking at it actually makes me want to play it.
Yeah, it does make me want to
It
play
was-
it
it was a
again.
lot of fun.
And take another stab at it. But this was one of the roguelikes we haven't beaten co-op, but it's really good though. Still really good, and it's still worth the purchase.
Looks
And it's
dope.
always on sale. There's a lot of sales for this.
Oh, it's
so-
definitely worth it. Whatever the fucking price is. It's usually probably like what, $8 or $7 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think I might have it on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be
dope.
part of a bundle.
No, it's awesome, and I can't wait for the sequel. So shout out to Humble Bundle for making a great roguelike.
They're behind that?
They are?
Well, Humble Bundle isn't.
He said,
that's-
blah, blah,
isn't
blah,
it-
blah, blah.
They're in the corner, and they said Humble Bundle. Yeah, that's
No, they're not a
No,
they-
don't
No,
you
that's
buy
not a
Humble
developer.
Bundle from
That's
Steam?
a store, dude.
That's
Yeah, he
you
said,
talking about?
shout out to Humble Bundle.
Humble
That's a
Bundle is a
fucking
store,
shout out
dude.
to Humble Bundle
That's
for
like shout out-
offering it for sale.
Yeah,
Shout out
dude,
to eShop for making the game. Wait, what? No, wait.
Wow.
You said shout out to Humble Bundle. Wait, I was like, they didn't make the game.
Yo, everyone caught that too. They're like, wait, what?
Shout out for giving the deals
All
online.
right, 1 second. I'm a. Oh, all right,
Yo, Kevin's wild.
Nah, man.
no, they get. Hold on. It's all right. The studio is Contingent 99.
There you go. There we
And
go.
Humble Bundle, like, they also get credit for it too. Yeah,
So they actually put money for it?
yeah. They put that's the publisher. Yeah,
Oh,
Humble
okay.
Humble Bundle.
Oh,
is-
okay. So they
So
So no,
published
they
it.
deserve the shout out. You guys
Alright,
trying to
alright.
hate,
Well, it was a store.
Yeah, it is a storefront, dude. And it's for charity.
but yes, Contingent
So you get
99
some
is the
credibility
developer.
back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you. I need all the credibility I can get.
Because nobody will listen to Turbo after that.
Hey, how about
Nobody listen to him no more.
shout out to Steam. Shout out to Steam
Shout out
for
to Steve Summer Sale.
yeah. Well, Humble Bundle does give out a percentage to charity, so I do like that.
Oh, I bought stuff
fact
from them. Yeah,
that- Yeah,
I bought stuff from them.
same.
I'm not like monthly subscribed though, but you can.
I did by accident.
I didn't even know.
I
they were
didn't
giving
know.
you
I
free
didn't read the
games
shit. I just
for the
said,
whole year.
and then I'm like, why am I getting charged $20 a month? What the hell's going on? I was like, oh shit, I'm on a subscription. Got him.
And it looks like a new developer, Dead Mage, is going to be making the sequel. It'll be published by Humble Bundle.
So they're still doing that.
Okay.
You know, let's see. Well, Humble Games now. See what.
Does it look like the first one?
Pull up a
let's see.
trailer.
Oh.
It's actually pretty cool.
But they are getting assistance from Contingent 99. Yeah,
Okay.
they are getting assistance. So that's good.
Let's see.
I remember when I saw that, I was like, ooh,
Well,
this
the
looks
art
good.
looks, the art looks way better.
I was like, ooh, someone got some money.
Here we go. So that's the first one,
Yep.
and now they're gonna show the second.
That's
No,
the,
that's the
that's the
second-
second
that's the
one.
second
one. Oh,
no,
that's
no, I'm
the
joking.
second
I'm
one.
joking.
Oh, this is an Avatar commercial.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
right. So
I think
Like
this
first,
yeah.
it started here.
Oh snap!
And now-
Orko.
Orko.
That is
Unleashed.
Orko. Oh, it's 3D.
Well, it got a lot more polish.
So it's not pixel art.
Dude, it's
Nope.
crazy.
Interesting.
Bam.
Four
players. Look at that.
Yo,
Oh,
that
shoot.
looks crazy.
That looks fun. That looks fun as fuck too.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
They all died.
I
This reminds me of
encourage the,
Conan Chop Chop.
Yeah, right.
That looks good.
So when is this coming out?
I'm not
We don't
sure.
know.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
announced it a while ago.
It is
Okay.
coming to Steam. Apparently.
Interesting.
Humble Games.
All right.
Well, Wizards of Legend
Wizard of Legend, y'all.
gets that official. Level 857. Seal of quality.
Yeah. That's right, bro.
Yep. You see it on
Right.
sale, get it. But it is challenging. So
Or buy it for full price. How about that?
It's like how Ninja Gaiden, the original one for Nintendo,
Yeah.
is like a 30-minute game.
Yeah.
but it's taken me 40 years, and I still haven't beaten
It
it.
legit is a 30. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
30-minute game.
Yeah.
It is.
You'll
I
play
still
it for
haven't
5-6
beaten
hours
it.
in a sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pain.
I believe it.
Nothing but pain.
I believe it.
Would you
All
like to
right.
buy some pain?
Would you like to buy pain?
We're gonna take a quick break, y'all.
It's good music and pain.
We're gonna take a quick break and be back to the show. So don't go anywhere.
Not at all.
And yeah, that's it.
Young man hungry right now, dude.
Hell yeah.
Now's your chance.
And now this is the most favorite part of the podcast. That's for me, definitely, because I love to talk about giving away free stuff. That's how we get down this podcast. I'm kidding. But we do give away free stuff. So head over after the podcast, preferably, to 857ent.com/giveaway for your chance to be our next freaking winner. Every single month, we name the winner. We give out a free game, and they go home happy to play an indie gem on their spanking old console. Because I think the consoles are old, right? Unless they just bought it recently, right? Still Switch, still Series X and S.
It's all old.
PS5. You know, we got codes for all these games, man. And when you go onto that page, 857ent.com/giveaway, you will see the games we currently have available. And, you know, once we get new games and stuff like that, they'll definitely appear in that same space. So you'll see what games that we have. But I encourage, even if you won before, you know, I encourage you to sign up again. It hasn't happened yet, though. We haven't had a repeat winner yet. You know, Gleam is really great with the randomizing. You know, I tell them, I was like, no, repeat. Let's have someone who's won before win again. And whatever picks it picks up. And so
He's
far,
lying, guys. When we have a repeat winner, we actually delete it and respin. No, I'm just kidding.
Delete and respin. Nope. The randomizer does a great job. It's been doing a great job so far. And people have been happy with the choices that they've been making. You know, how you gonna get mad at a free game, right? How you gonna get mad at a free game?
We can't.
Yo, is there a pizzeria open? I'm about to order pizza.
You guys had nothing to eat?
Yes, sir.
They are really?
Yes.
Sure.
8:30.
Is it 8:30? Yeah. No, that's what it is. You know, but get on that, guys. The Level 857 monthly game giveaway. Their chance to win. We make winners every month. And if you guys don't win,
Every day.
one of us hosts is going to enter the contest and win. We can't do that.
The
You're a
link is
winner.
in the chat, guys. Link is in the chat.
Yes.
You're a winner every day. Don't let anyone tell you
Exactly.
otherwise.
Thank you. I'm a winner every day.
But you can get this game once a month.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And all the games are great. You know, Hollow Knight we got up in there. We got Bloodstain up in there. We got Blasphemous is all up in there too.
Blood blasphemy.
Got Moving Out in there. River City Girls too. Come on, got some gems up in there, man.
We got Blasphemous?
We got Blasphemous. Yeah, we got codes for Blasphemous. So look at that. You know, we have co-hosts that didn't even freaking know what games we have to give away. That's how
Because
that's
we're
how
not in the contest.
That's how notorious the games are, man. It's insane. You know, so get up on that. And let that happen.
What's wrong with you?
Let that happen.
free stuff?
All right, we're back.
Wow, sir. Wow.
We're back.
Man, just start yelling at people.
Everybody who wants free stuff.
What's wrong with you?
I love
Everybody
free
does.
stuff. I really do love free stuff. It's great.
All right.
Is it time yet?
I think it's time, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Uh-oh.
it is time. It is time for the news.
All right.
All right, let's get
Very
the news
good.
started, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
That was Turtles for NES.
No, it wasn't
it's
NES.
not.
It was
Yeah,
nothing.
Turtles for
Nothing.
NES, the
Nothing.
Overworld.
Stop it.
There's nothing.
The Resident Evil game that can't be remade
Oh.
is apparently Resident Evil 5.
Can't be remade.
I don't know. So I'm going to go into the article. It says Resident Evil 5, unlike its predecessors, is an action game that deviates from the survival horror genre. A faithful remake of Resident Evil 5 would compromise Capcom's streak of successful survival horror remakes, according to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Resident Evil 5's stage-driven structure is inferior to the interconnected environments of other Resident Evil games. I don't know.
I was like,
Yeah.
The game's depiction of Africa and its people as violent disease has been criticized for its racist undertones.
wow.
Damn,
Really?
man.
And instead of a remake, Capcom should consider a complete rewrite of the Resident Evil 5 game and move on to remaking other Resident Evil games. So Apparently, this person did not like Resident Evil 5.
No, he didn't.
That's pretty much it.
Was this person white? Let me stop.
You know what? I said that. You know, I said, I was like, is this guy white?
Yeah.
I was like, it sounds like it might be a white guy. All right, for those listening right now who've never seen this, we're minorities. I thought, just like, so, I just wanted to, just mention that right off the bat.
Yeah.
The slight controversy that went on with Resident Evil 5, besides it being an all-out, pretty much action game rather than horror,
Right.
was that they weren't zombies in the game. They were infected, they were infected people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was they were in an area where they were African American. Well, actually, they were just African.
They weren't African American.
They weren't even American.
One of the characters,
Shiva!
African.
Yes.
Well, one of
yeah.
the characters that
That's-
you, yeah.
Yes.
But
Shiva's the shit.
it was according to where you were on the planet. It's not like you were in the hood and they gave shots to all the black people to make
Right.
them into like
Right.
zombie people. Like it's not what the game was.
But every Resident Evil game had a virus that infected people.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's not like they made something new. It's like no,
I had several points wrong with this article. I picked this article because, and I've done this in different podcasts before, how the media treats Resident Evil 5, years after it's come out,
They did it with 4 too.
is just like, it's disgusting. No, 4 is cherished. Like,
No,
4 is,
they had controversy with 4
Some
too
people
because of the
throw-
zombies, and they weren't zombies in that either.
yeah,
because of the
it's like,
action.
and that's the thing also why it's ridiculous for them to talk. Yeah, this guy talks about, it's like, he doesn't suggest that we should have a remake. He's like, we might have a remake of Resident Evil 5, but it should be rewritten because of, it's like the racist undertones. I was like, okay, so when we were shooting Spanish-speaking zombies, that was okay. The Ganados. In Resident Evil 5, we were shooting white people.
Top-notch Resident Evil game.
You know,
10 out of 10, right?
We've been shooting white zombies since Resident Evil 1. Like, it's like...
I have a problem.
We were shooting cops since cop zombies since Resident Evil 1.
But they were zombies.
It's like it's so and that's the thing. Yeah, you have Shiva. I'm not really sure how you say her name.
I think it's Shiva.
She was black, and this
Oh,
guy was
Shiva.
like, he's like, but this time the Africans are the antagonists. No, Wesker was the antagonist. Okay, Wesker was the antagonist.
It's
These-
a poorly
He had
poorly
dark
written.
sunglasses.
Oh, it's a poor.
his sunglasses were black though. Yes, I'll give him.
It's a
that.
poor article. It's a
Yeah,
poor,
black trench
poor
coat.
article.
And this is like, so I'm like, this is messed up. I was like, yeah, the Ganados from Resident Evil 4, they were Spanish speaking, and we were killing them a whole game. We were dropping them the whole entire game. No one said nothing, and everyone's like, oh, Africa was like, they're shooting, shooting Africans. I'm like, they're infected and they're coming after you. I don't care what color you are. You coming after me, trying to kill me? I'm gonna put you down too in the game. All right, but
Whose voice was that?
nah, and this is the
So
thing.
they're saying that it shouldn't be remade because it's action
It's action
and racist.
And yes, that's pretty much what he's saying. And this is messed up. He was incorrect in his criticism of the action. He said that there were cover mechanics in Resident Evil 5. There are no cover mechanics in Resident Evil 5.
That's so wrong.
6 there are. There
I'm
are
about-
cover mechanics in Resident Evil 6.
I was about to say, I remember specifically when the dude had like the Gatling gun, and I could not dodge behind
Yes.
the cover. There's no cover system.
This
I
is-
played it single player.
Yeah.
There's no cover.
There's no
system.
cover
I will give. There's no integrated cover system. There is one part in one section when you're fighting a fat zombie with the Gatling, right?
He's not a zombie.
You go behind this thing. You say, okay, it'll ask you if you want to go behind it. One part in the whole game. That's only one part in the whole game that you can do it because
That's
he has
probably
a,
the
he has
part that he
Gatling.
saw on YouTube because obviously he didn't play the
He didn't play it again.
Yeah,
He didn't play it again.
He made it sound like this game was like, he's like, it's a cross between Resident Evil, Call of Duty, and Gears of War. I'm like, no.
No, that's
Yeah.
6.
No.
I say that sounds like 6.
That's 6.
You know what sucks is that the main issue I think is that IGN and a lot of other gaming like channels or whatever with it, gaming news channels or outlets, they get these freelance writers or so-called quote unquote journalists,
They write for controversy.
and it's like they got to stop doing that, man.
It's like, I'm like,
Let's
tell
not
the
do that.
truth.
This
Like,
was
let's tell the
yeah.
truth.
This was right on the cusp of cancel culture. Like right there.
Right.
They were just waiting until they can finally just
Right.
rip into it. We
Grabbing-
cancel the game.
Because positive feedback doesn't get you clicks, it doesn't get you attention.
no,
you gotta
no.
say you gotta say something negative and something so outlandish that you get attention to you now.
Right.
Now people will know you for that. But it's like none of
Right.
that stuff is
But
accurate.
it's nonsense. though.
It's not even accurate.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, as far as Resident Evil 5 is, it's like, listen, I always thought it didn't need a remake. I always thought 4 didn't need a remake. However, if they did do a remake, obviously I would
Improve it.
I would incorporate some survival horror moments into the game, kind of like when it starts. You know,
Yeah.
when you're like panicking, you're getting chased.
Yes.
That kind of shit. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. But keep everything the fucking same.
They can get rid of, like, you know, like, I guess the well, there's not really that much quick time, but there's, like, you know, you get on a Gatling and something's chasing you and you're shooting it like that. Like, there are those segments, a couple of those in there. You know, if you get rid of those, okay, whatever, fine. But there are interconnected sections which you backtrack a little bit. There are parts where you have to go get a key here and open a door there. In the beginning of the game, it starts like that.
I don't
You
know
know?
why they're talking about remaking this one anyway when they have make Code Veronica. So
They
That one
dodge
needs
it.
a
They
remake.
constantly dodge it.
yeah.
Well,
They
there's-
That
constantly
needs a
dodge it.
remake real
That's
bad.
that's deserved one for the longest time. But
Yeah.
it's like, I don't see anything wrong with remaking 5. It is the highest selling game in the series, and they do not like to tell the truth about that. They don't
might be
like
wrong.
to say that.
They might be wrong.
You know, so it's like, I didn't like this. I didn't like the way this article was written. And it's like, you don't need a rewrite. They were like, oh, some of the story in part 5. No, man, like Jill, you get Jill back. You know,
And
it's
didn't
like
part
it was-
5 have the DLC, where you could be Chris and Jill with that side story, and it was split screen? Was that
Yeah.
part 5?
Yeah, that was part
five.
5 too.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Add it to the game.
And they also had the part where Jill and the other BSAA guy who works with Sheva in Africa, another black protagonist in the game, in the DLC.
You sure he wasn't a zombie?
Second player
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
with freaking with Jill. That part was very much straight action, start from a point, go to the end, but it was awesome. It was still a great part.
5 is my favorite one.
But he's like,
I
yeah.
love 5.
Like there's
5
no,
was great.
it's like it pushes you from one end to the other. I'm like, yeah, but you're still encouraged to search and explore.
I
the
didn't have a
areas.
problem with 5. I thought 5 was great.
I thought that's what I'm saying.
The guy didn't play the game.
Radical Reggie was just like, I love 5. He's like 5 was more of 4. He's like,
I think Joel even loves 5.
yeah.
I think even
I think they played
Really?
6 too. I think they like 6.
six gets a tough rap. It really does get a tough rap.
Because you walk fast. Like your basic walk in 6 is fast.
6
so
was fun, man.
It was good. I like 6.
it felt a little bit like what was it?
I think it deserves a tweak.
You
I
know,
think so. Yeah, I
Fix
agree.
that game up.
Quick time, get rid of those. Get rid of quick times.
If you make those scenarios like freaking Leon's scenario, you make the other 3 like Leon. You pace them the
That's
same
fine.
way.
That'd be perfect.
That
Get rid of the
that'd
Call of
be-
Duty part.
That would be an awesome game.
Get rid of the Call of
Get rid
Duty
of Call of
part
Duty
and get rid of the melee attacks from Wesker's son. We don't need
Oh,
It
that.
shouldn't be in
yeah,
there.
no.
Yeah,
We don't
just
need
get
that.
rid of
They all got melee attacks.
No, I mean like
They all-
he's got like an uppercut. I was
No,
like,
he
get
got
outta
more.
here.
He has
Yeah,
He's
more
got
melee.
more.
Nah, let me get the upcut. He's enhanced.
get out of here.
If I wanted to play the bouncer, I would have played the bouncer.
He's Captain America.
No one wants to play the bouncer.
Wow.
You know.
Let that man live.
And speaking of which, one thing in before we go, in Resident Evil Village, one thing I didn't like is that when you stun somebody, you can shoot people in the kneecap. Those stupid werewolves that Al was talking about having a hard time,
Yeah.
but you can't like you can't do a melee move.
No,
like the punch.
no. You get
I
fucked up,
like
man.
those. I like that
No,
mechanic
Ethan's
in
not
Resident
that
Evil.
strong.
Ethan's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's a bitch. He's not a good character.
It's
Dude.
got to work out, man.
It's great.
All right.
That's all I want to say about that, though. But yeah, I
What's
want
stopping them from remaking 5?
Yeah.
Word.
They
Just
make
improve it. Improve it. You don't have to change nothing.
No.
Yeah, don't need a rewrite.
Except
Maybe
No.
maybe him punching the boulder. Okay, that was a little.
that was-
Yeah, that needs to rewrite.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
He said, like, dude, what are you doing?
Just
you
get a
doing?
sledgehammer out of nowhere and hit it.
What are you doing?
All right, moving on. Sea of Stars celebrates 5 million players and teases 3-player couch co-op.
Lot of mercy. Lot of mercy.
What?
Yeah, man. They reached 5 million players.
That's a lot.
It's a
Pretty dope.
lot, dude.
Yeah, man. And
Game's awesome.
they released a new teaser that reveals couch co-op called Single Player Plus, which allows 3 players to explore the world together while maintaining the game's turn-based roots.
Yay.
Multiplayer. 3-player co-op.
Yeah, when you see 3 people on the screen like that, ever since Secret of Mana, it's like, yo, just make it 3 players somehow.
That's the shit.
And they said, you know what? We can do that in DLC form. So all the Secret of Mana games should look at this and be like, I think we have to, right? It has to be
You
3
have
players
to.
now. So
Have to.
yeah, shout out to them for doing this. I mean, it's not out yet. They said physical editions for the Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles will be released on May 10th.
This game's dope. This game was really good, and the timing that you have to do in the actual combat. Now I understand how they would do it 3 players, because there's like tag moves, so you would have to time it with your partner, which is actually makes it pretty cool.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. So
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
That's
so-
that's like wow.
now I'm thinking of some of the tag shit. So I'm like, wait, that
You're
makes
gonna
a
have
lot
to
of
be
sense.
in
on
sync.
rhythm.
You gotta be in
Yeah,
sync. Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta be in sync.
Yes, no-
Blocking also.
No Justin Timberlake. Right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, he's waiting for. Oh,
He's like, oh, I can't believe I didn't.
because
say
he couldn't think of the other guy's name. That's why. That's why
Lance
he's
Bass.
delaying. See, this
Garbage.
wow,
I got
wow,
Justin
wow.
Timberlake last week.
Wow.
Garbage.
Corny
I was waiting. I knew he was going to jump in.
We're gonna call you corny Kev.
I'm surprised they had 5 million players. I mean, it got
That's a
Game
lot.
of the Year. It got
Yo.
Indie Game of the Year.
Yeah.
So that did get a lot of
5
buzz.
million players for CS.
I vouch for that. You know, I vouch for that game.
Wow,
That game was
congrats.
It's on my backlog, man. Otherwise, it would be
So-
5,000,001.
That's higher than Final Fantasy VII right now.
Yo, shout out to Not
Which is crazy.
Not
Sir.
to not search.
Not search.
Not search.
What up, not sir? What up?
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah.
But
Remake Resident Evil 1 again. The remake for GameCube.
I think they might do it though. I think
they-
that was in talks.
They've
to do
been
it.
thinking about. They've been thinking about it.
I mean, if they do it, they got to do it.
It's gonna
now.
be like 2 and 4.
It's gonna be like
Right,
2
right.
and behind the shoulder maybe, but
Actually, speaking of that, I'm sorry about this, but so talking about Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2 remake, they did have a mod on the PC which had the
Fixed?
camera angles fixed.
fix really
So it was like if you like the old tank controls, you can
Which I
still play
like.
the new game
Oh,
with tank
with the new
control.
graphics and everything with tank control.
that's cool.
So
that's
it's a
interesting.
pretty cool mod.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm wondering like for Sea of Stars, it's still digital and it did all that. I know it was for free
Mhm.
on the PlayStation and Xbox on the first day, right?
Yeah.
They definitely made good with that,
Yeah.
and word of mouth got around, and I'm surprised that it wasn't a physical edition.
No.
But it's coming.
Nah, man, the
Nah,
Chrono
y'all could-
Trigger comparisons
Y'all could
helped.
Own it. Y'all can own it.
Oh, it's a beautiful game. If it was on like the Super Nintendo back in the day, it probably would have been top 3 games all time on
3
the system.
player couch
That's-
co-op.
Wow.
It's a really good game.
Dude, I heard Ori did 10 million in sales. I was like, whoa, really?
Wow.
I'm happy to hear these titles. These indie titles, basically. I mean,
Haven't
it was Microsoft, but
He
I haven't
said
even
I can't
played it
play
yet.
the first remake it again.
yeah, hell yeah, make the remake.
Dude,
out
that
of
shit is
remake.
Keep
difficult.
remaking it.
No,
man.
when you go, if you keep going back to Resident Evil 1, it's tough.
It's
like
hard.
it's
Well, you know
tough.
how many editions of all the Resident Evils there are?
Yeah, dude.
Several.
Stupid.
It's Capcom
Just for
you.
PlayStation, there was like 5 different Resident Evil
Yeah,
ones.
man.
There's 50 Resident Evil 4s.
Yeah.
So many.
There's the VR one and the VR one.
Yeah.
There's 2 different VR
It's
ones.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous. All right, moving on. So, Sony's PlayStation VR2 production is on hold due to slow sales.
Oh, next.
So,
That's what Chuck's thinking, right?
Sony has temporarily halted the production of its PlayStation VR2 headset due to declining sales. The headset is expensive, only works with PlayStation 5, and has a limited number of games compared to competitors like Meta's Quest
And
2
it's not backwards compatible either.
and 3, which is is different. But I'll tell you why in a second. But Sony's considering adding PC support, and that can increase its appeal. And yeah, they have to.
I think they
basically.
have no
They
choice.
have to.
They have no choice.
And they said the company is unlikely to reduce the price in order to clear its inventory backlog,
Damn.
which is what?
Wow.
Damn, man. Come on.
It's gonna end up like ET.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
bury it
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
desert.
In a landfill.
Listen, they'll just let AI take control of those. But
Sucks.
all right, I'll tell you what the big deal was. All right, everyone who's tried the VR2 for the PlayStation 5 has said it was an amazing experience. Every
I've heard a lot of good
time
things about
I've
it.
heard about it, they said amazing.
Because they were paid. Let me stop. Let me stop.
No, the experience of playing
Let me
it
stop. I'm joking.
was a great. It's one of the best ones that's not like thousands upon
The
thousands
hate
of
is real.
dollars.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the reason why. The reason why I didn't get it, because I jump on this stuff all the time, no matter how much money I don't have.
I was surprised, man. I was surprised
But-
you didn't get it.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't get it either.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I had the first one, right, and that was considered like a success. Basically, it sold pretty good, especially for like
Do you have
an
any
extra
figures?
thing.
Figures? Oh.
No. But it was considered a success. So when this came out for over $500, right, with the game it was like $550 or something like that, more than the system. I was like, no, I know what happened, because considering even though the first one was successful, it still didn't have enough, and it wasn't worth the purchase because there was nothing that made you have to have it.
What's the killer app for this one?
There was no real killer app
No
for this
killer
one.
There was
app.
Horizon.
Came
Call
out-
them out.
No, that came out for it. That doesn't make it a killer app. So there's really nothing. Even like they was like, oh, Alex, the Half-Life.
Alex,
thing,
yeah.
They said
Half-Life
that's.
Alex.
They said that's not out for it, blah blah blah, and that could have been a killer app for it because that's considered one of the best VR experiences ever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's not out for it. You're like, if you're Sony, you're like, how can this happen? How can we make this happen? Because we need something. There's nothing. But I did want to experience. I said maybe I'll get it when it drops to like 300, when it drops in price. But by the time if it drops in price, that means it's dead, like completely dead. But if you have back stock and you cannot sell this stuff, you gotta drop the price. You gotta. Or you have to make it compatible. They definitely need to make this compatible with PC and drop it $150 at least. Because it's not.
I don't know if they're gonna do that, man.
If they're halting sales because they have too many, they're halting sales.
We call that trash.
Yeah.
It's definitely trash. It's a
shit's-
warehouse.
It's a paper
full.
trash.
Yeah, that shit's
PSVR
bad.
did 5 million in 2020, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Same as Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is considered
Yeah.
success.
They hit lightning in a bottle with the first PSVR, bro.
Nah, it was
Can't
never.
do
It
it.
was never
Like-
more. It was never more than the system.
Right.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
And that still dropped. And it still came with like 4 free games. Like they dropped it. They got
So-
those sales because
so
they
thi-
dropped it.
This one doesn't come with any games at all.
They had I don't know what it comes with now, but it did come with Horizon for extra $50 at the time when it first came out.
Gotta pay an
But I was
extra
like,
50.
dude, I mean, yeah, backwards compatibility. I understand why they didn't do it because you had to use a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
They could have made some games. I don't know how they can do it, but it was a different control scheme
Yeah.
on the first one. So I understand. All right, it's not going to be the
It's
same
not
thing.
going to be.
But
easy.
give some vouchers, give some money off, like make it available somehow.
Mm.
Put it in PS Plus. I don't know, do something. But I mean, besides Gran Turismo, like that's the game. That's the one
I mean,
game
that makes
I've heard
sense.
that says this is amazing for that.
That makes sense though. You're
But you're not
driving,
paying-
you know, it's
Yeah.
like a VR
I mean,
experience. You feel
They
like
buy
you're-
a $300 steering wheel. They
Right.
buy a stick shift for another 90.
Yeah.
They buy this for 500. They
Right.
buy the game for 70. Dude, you're in over your head for this experience.
You dropped a
Well,
1K for that experience.
the problem-
But I mean, if you bought an
No,
arcade,
thanks.
if you bought an arcade that was a whole car,
right.
it's gonna be about that price.
I've seen
anyway.
people
more.
online that
More
buy
probably,
like
yeah.
for PC. I'm talking about not
Oh yeah, they go
PlayStation.
crazy.
they go crazy with the VR, bro. They get the steering wheel. They got the flip. They got
You
everything.
can buy a car
Right. Yeah.
instead, but they buy this.
Yeah, yeah. You get a VR. Dude. I can have
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
car I
'Cause you can
want.
speed
I can have a
in
real
that.
car.
You can speed in VR. No tickets.
But I can do it in the game. No, it's
But yeah, I understand.
too niche.
Understandably,
It's too niche, man.
for the money and what you can do on PC, yes, I see it's not that crazy. But you still need the system. You need a PS5. You need the goggles,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not wireless.
Right.
And MetaQuest 3 is wireless,
It's wireless, right?
and it's what, 400, 500.
$400.
I think there's two
400.
different versions of it, but yeah,
There are two different versions, but it's $400. The last, what is it, the MetaQuest 2
the 2 is
went on sale, went
the
down.
300, I think.
I see the MetaQuest 3 Virtual Reality 500 for the two
Yeah.
controllers. Oops.
But that's you don't need a system with that, and
No.
it's wireless.
No. You can, and it has its own storefront. You could buy the game straight from the damn device.
Oh, that's right. You don't need.
Yeah,
You
don't
download
need
it right
anything.
into the device, into the headset.
That's,
and that's
right. It's
So you
like
have to buy the room
It's
for the game, so.
self-sufficient.
It. Yeah. I played it. A friend of mine had it, and I played it. Got to mess with Tetris Effect, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I,
think
had
if
a
you,
better experience than the
if you're dealing with
PlayStation
that.
VR.
Yeah, if
Wow.
you're dealing with that experience or
Yeah.
the PlayStation, you're gonna pick the Quest right now. So you gotta drop the price.
Yeah.
you gotta do it. So
Wow.
It actually got me thinking too. I was like, damn, this is actually pretty cool, man.
I want it to do well. I really
it's
do.
not, there's no games.
I just like
That's the
it's I,
problem.
it's ahead of its time. You know, it's like the Apple Vision Pro. You know, it's like it's real
It
expensive.
ain't $4,000.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll tell you that much. That's ahead of its time.
It's
There's
like
no
well,
have
that's
to-
that's way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
still developing apps for that shit.
It's
So
unfortunate that it's not a success.
A
It's-
system is only as good as the games that they have. So
And are
there's
they
no,
going to try it again? Are they going to get a wireless version? No, they're not going to do
no.
it. It's going to be like the Vita.
they have to
It
sell
was
it.
so ahead of
first.
its time
Yeah.
and so out of its league for price
Right.
that they won't do it again, no matter how good it was.
And you know, speaking of the Vita, you just reminded me. I remember Sony was so stubborn with the damn memory cards.
Yeah.
They didn't.
They
So
didn't- they
even
didn't
when
lower
it
the
died,
price.
they never lowered the price.
They
of
never lowered the
freaking-
price.
I was
So it's
like,
another
yo,
thing that's going to
so they're gonna do it
buried,
again.
be buried because they didn't lower the price.
They're gonna do the same thing with this. It's like, yo, just lower the freaking price, man.
they,
Yeah.
they suck.
So unfortunate.
was-
Unfortunate. I probably won't ever get that unless it's for PC. If it's for PC, I'll consider it.
Right.
If they give me some deals, put it on PC, and Second Life.
I'm surprised no one's like
Not to play Second Life.
I'm surprised no one's hacked it
I
to
think they were
play
trying.
on PC.
I haven't looked into it. They probably did something.
Somebody had to
probably
have
did.
jailbroke it.
Oh, they're working on it.
so that it works on PC. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's worth it. But it's still expensive as hell.
Try the
But they're
price.
keeping it a secret.
Try the price.
For
Yeah.
real.
That's that. Anyway, moving on to the next article. The last article.
Yep.
Here we go.
The NES Hub announced for the Nintendo NES expansion port with Bluetooth controller support. So somebody's been working on this, right?
Wow.
So remember the thing on the bottom of the Nintendo?
right
that
here.
Yeah, it was a port on the bottom of Nintendo. That everyone said was nothing.
Yeah. What the
It
hell
did
is
absolutely nothing
Yeah.
for the consumers. Obviously, it's probably for programming and stuff like
They
that.
had a cap on it too, so it was
Yeah.
covered. You take it off, it's a
I mean, like, what is this?
looks like a cartridge slot.
What is this
Something.
for? So,
Something.
so literally from something that was made in 1983. Finally, in 2024, somebody said, "Let's make something for that." So, so they said the Hub is a new accessory for the Nintendo Entertainment System that adds Bluetooth controller support to the previously unused 15-pin expansion port, and negates the need for the NES 4-score multi-tap accessory and allows for connection of various controllers,
Look at that.
including Bluetooth and the new re-released Nintendo controllers.
Really? That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
So that's pretty awesome for the old ass Nintendo Entertainment System.
How do you add Bluetooth to this? That's how.
Now you can get those. Remember those wireless controllers for the Nintendo that use infrared?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Those are
terrible.
bad.
Those
dude.
are terrible.
You turn the
man.
microwave on and you got
Yeah,
done.
bro.
Somebody
change
walks in front of it, you're done.
You're done.
Use the
you
remote.
got-
Use a remote. Oh no! Wait,
Dude,
what?
dude, you got to be 2 feet in front of the system too. It was crazy, and those were expensive controllers.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
But and they worked on batteries. That was expensive as hell, man. It was
Were they
not- it
Mad
was not
Cats?
worth it.
Were they Mad Cats?
No,
Oh.
man. We're
No,
talking about
man.
the 80s.
Yo, dude,
Mad
Mad
Cats.
that wasn't even a
Cats-
thing back then.
Mad Cats wasn't around then.
No,
Hell
man,
no.
that was PlayStation days, man.
Yo, he
I
said
remember
the
those
Mad
We're
Cats.
controllers,
talking
though.
Galoob.
Galoob. That sounds bad.
Galoob.
I'm sorry. That
That's an
sounds
old
bad.
company. They made the though, right? They made
Galoob.
the Game Genie,
Galoob.
the original Game
Yeah.
Genie.
Yeah, that's right.
Game
But,
Genie by Galoob.
Yes. But Retro Time, the creator of the NES Hub, also hosts to integrate Famicom accessories, including the Maramasa disc system in the future.
Mm.
So that'll be cool. And they said it's not released to the public yet, but it's something in the works.
Interesting.
So yeah, even on systems from the early 80s, people are coming up with new stuff for it. They're continuing to make games for these systems too. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Sorry, this is off left field, but I got
Galoob
Galoob products right here.
Dude, they worked their ass off, man. They got Star Wars, they got Barbie.
They made a lot of toys, man.
Wow.
I don't know. There's a fake versions of those.
I don't know.
That Millennium Falcon looked kind of good though.
The
Millennium Falcon.
that Millennium
Falcon?
Rock.
Damn,
That looked
man.
like the Millennium Falcon, but it was not.
Galoob, yo, they got
It's
more
the
stuff on the
Millennium
site,
Malcolm.
too.
Yo, they got-
the Falcon Millennium.
The early days. Look, they got the
Oh,
history
that evil
here.
monkey.
That monkey does not look cool. That looks
Oh,
like
there's the
evil
Game
ass
Genie.
face.
There's the
Look at
Game
that.
Genie on
They
the
made the
bottom.
Game Genie.
Right there. Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at that.
The one that was from Canada.
Oh,
That's the one I had.
they even have
The one yet? One from Canada?
I had the one from Canada.
You
when
got
it
some
was illegal.
Transformers?
It was illegal.
Transformers they even made, bro.
Nah, that's not Transformers.
That's like
That's fake.
That's the Japanese version of it.
Fake
I mean, that's the American version of the Transformers.
that's knockoffs. Those look like knockoffs.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, Battlestar Galactica. Okay.
There you go. See?
All right.
Galooga.
All right.
I know
Nah.
knockoffs when I see them.
Yo, that monkey though, man.
That's mad
the-
evil.
with the symbols.
That's early days.
With the symbols, man.
Nah,
That's mad
evil
creepy.
as hell.
That's very
Ching, ching,
creepy.
we've
What
all
was that
seen that,
movie?
man.
What was that movie?
I feel like that it's been in a movie.
was a
multiple
horror
times.
movie.
Mad
Saw?
times.
Were
Yeah.
they in Saw? No, monkeys.
Nah,
with symbols,
wasn't it
no?
with Bruce Willis?
Hmm.
12 monkeys?
It's called Jolly Chimp Toy.
Yes. Jolly.
Chimp.
He's so happy. That's psycho. That's a psycho monkey.
It's
right
called
to
a
the
Jolly
point.
Chimp.
His
That's
freaking
awful.
What
eyes
the
are
hell,
crazy.
dude?
It's fucking terrible.
It's an evil ass chimp.
Wow.
It's to the point.
Sorry, go ahead.
But no, that's it. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can find this on eBay, bro.
What,
Good
the,
news.
What, the monkey?
That
It's
shit
a
out
Jolly
of here.
Chimp, bro.
Get that thing out
Yo,
of here.
check it out, bro.
Hell,
Jolly
with the red ass eyes.
Jolly
Why is
Chimp,
his eyes red?
bro.
Yo, he's high as a
45 bucks,
kite.
bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
I was
bro.
about to say, I was
I'm
like,
putting
it's
in the bid right now.
Dude, that
Fucking
thing is
evil.
45
High as
years
a
old.
bid.
That's evil.
That thing is
Nah, bro.
45 years
Yo,
old.
these are
That's a no
freaking-
for me, dog.
Yo,
I'll
this
put
one's
that
worth.
above your bed.
This one's worth 500.
Yo, imagine waking up with that shit next to you. That shit out of here
Bro,
with the
this-
eyes. Oh, get that shit out of here.
That's the original.
Yo, this was
right?
freaking almost $600. What
That
the
was
hell?
nothing like the monkey
The
in the
picture, he looks happy. Actually,
It's complete
the-
in box, man. Look,
That's a failed toy.
that's an evil.
If he's
toy.
supposed to,
Oh, with
if
a
he's
little
supposed
knife
to-
in
the
his
box.
if he's supposed to look like that, it's a failed toy.
Burn that shit.
Yo,
Nah,
Yo,
guys,
look
Yo,
at that.
what the
freaking green
hell?
sticker. That sticker was
yo, that's
terrible.
get out of here.
Yeah, get this monkey.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
with
he
this.
gave up.
$500.
No
Yeah,
leg, no
sorry,
leg
man.
day. Why
Yo,
was it like
dude.
a hanger?
I'm
His
done
legs
with
were a
that.
hanger.
yeah, but it was in mad movies though.
Terrible.
Creepy
I am
looking,
terrible
man.
done
I'm
with
good
that.
on that.
That's-
I'm good on
Creepy
that.
looking. All right, sorry.
Make that a boss in Donkey Kong or something. That'd be dope.
Oh my god.
Did
Let me-
Galoob make micro machines?
Did that?
That's a good question. That's a very good question, man.
I don't know.
Micro machines. What's
I
the
mean, a lot of
Cafe
them.
Fox.
I want to say
Yeah.
Mattel.
Yeah, maybe.
I want to say Mattel. Maybe.
Mattel made a lot of stuff.
Sounds
But
right.
hold on, wait.
But
Micro
maybe, I
machines.
don't know, because in Europe they had micro machines games all the time.
Let me look it
I
up,
think.
bro. Micro machines.
You gotta say it real fast, like the guy.
Oh god.
I got yeah.
Blur from Transformers.
Yeah.
Hold up. What company?
Just ask Chat GPT.
Let me stop.
Yeah.
Actually,
Imagine.
Google has
They'd
it.
be like, "Would you like to know?"
Oh yeah, Galoob did it.
Galoob,
They
yeah.
did make
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Galoob made it.
that's a
Nice.
bad
And,
name.
I hate that name. Galoob.
Galoob is a part of
Good lube.
Good lube.
Good Lube.
You got that good lube?
It's a part of Hasbro.
It is a part of
It's
that. Okay.
it's a
Bulag.
That
That's
makes sense.
Galoob backwards.
See, you find out new stuff. Well, I'm not sure
would have been
all the
better
time.
to call it that.
Insane.
Oh,
All right. That's all the news we got.
We just got stuck down a
Thank
rabbit hole.
goodness.
monkey hole.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Rabbit hole sounds normal. Monkey hole sounds
terrible.
disgusting.
That
A monkey
sounds
hole.
terrible.
I don't like where this is going.
Monkey hole. Anyway, we got a topic for y'all.
Why
A
not
very interesting topic.
Oh man.
Very interesting topic because this is the first time we've actually done something like this, and yeah,
Check the show.
here we go.
Console. We're looking.
We got the console wars going on, man.
Okay.
So let
Okay.
me see
We're
if we can
taking it
get a
back
better
to
What
shot there.
consoles we talking about right now?
Taking
Yeah,
back to
man.
1930.
30.
1930s.
It's the battle of the IPs, man,
Oh man.
and we're battling Sega versus Nintendo.
Nintendo.
yeah. Remember that? Yeah, Nintendo. It's a cereal now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
that
man.
song.
What's the best cereal?
So,
Sugar.
oh God.
That was awesome.
Pure sugar.
All right. So what I did was we took games from IPs from each system
Mm-hmm.
or each company,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna put them against each other.
Yes.
So we're gonna start with Fantasy. Fantasy.
Vanity.
Vanity
Vanity.
Vanity
Star.
No, Fantasy Star versus Final Fantasy. Oh yeah.
Dragon Warrior wins.
Dragon Warrior.
I know you can't even go against Dragon Warrior.
So Fantasy Star versus
Mhm.
Final Fantasy. So we broke these up into categories. So I guess the first category it will be, what would you guys say?
Was it Nintendo or Sega? No.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's the category.
This is turn-based RPG.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Turn-based RPG.
Turn-based.
Okay.
I had to. You have to pick one. You know, I put one of each, so it's
Oh, we
an
gotta
even
vote
match.
for it. We gotta
I'm
vote
saying
for
we
it.
got to vote in each category. So like music, characters, whatever,
All that
gameplay.
All right.
Man.
Not Cafe.
Yeah.
Vanity Scar.
Okay. let's see. Fantasy Star. I did. Final Fantasy. I did play that shit for the Game Boy Advance, and Fantasy Star kills it on every single.
Wait, are we
level.
talking about the series or are we talking about the first one?
Let's
Let's
see.
be specific.
Oh, it's true.
Because Fantasy Star had a bunch of games and Final Fantasy had a bunch of games. But if you're
That's
putting
true.
them one and one, then you know,
Well, you got to go by what. It's hard
because if you're gonna,
obviously there's a lot more one.
are you gonna say
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
gonna say characters? Who the fuck are the characters in Final Fantasy?
I'm
1?
saying
You're
that's,
like,
why,
so
that's why I'm asking.
I would
like,
say-
what would be a good comparison to vote on?
I would say characters in the overall series, the music overall series, narrative in the overall series, the bad games that they had in the overall series,
Okay.
all of that. I would character design if I didn't say that already.
Yeah. So start with characters.
All right.
Okay.
Character design. Let's see.
Among all Final Fantasies and
Well,
Fantasy Stars. Okay.
Fantasy Star had 4 games.
Mhm.
Final Fantasy had like 18
I
or
think-
like
Yeah, yeah.
16.
I think we
so-
should cut it off at Super Nintendo Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't go.
Yeah, you're not gonna go to PlayStation.
You can't go to PlayStation because
When
Sega
Fantasy
was like,
Star stopped, that's when you should
that's
stop.
when you stop it. Yeah.
So-
Well,
yeah.
when Squeenix happened, when Square Enix happened, we should probably stop.
Because I think
Yeah,
of
yeah.
when I think
Okay.
of Final Fantasy going up against Fantasy Star, I would say I'm thinking of Final Fantasy 2 and 3 for the Super Nintendo.
Definitely. Yeah.
I would say cut it 6 for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
cut it 4
Yeah.
for Fantasy.
4
for
for Fantasy Star.
I haven't played any
Oh,
of those.
man.
games, so
But if I can, I'll go first
Go for
in
it.
terms of
Oh,
characters.
jeez.
If we're talking, I think I didn't play Final Fantasy 1, but no one ever references the characters.
I don't think they were
in
characters
1.
in
They
one.
weren't characters. They were
No.
classes.
Yes.
So I give Fantasy Star that nudge. Fantasy Star 2 does go hand. It depends on what you like when it comes to Final Fantasy 2 and Fantasy Star 2. Obviously, I'm a Fantasy Star guy.
I know what your vote is.
But I did love Final Fantasy 2.
Mm.
I think Final Fantasy 3 was one of the greatest RPGs ever made.
Mm.
Fantasy Star 3 was trash. So, but I put more of, so I skipped that and I go to Fantasy Star 4,
Does 4 compete with 6?
and it does compete with it. And I think that's whatever people want to vote for.
Mm.
But I go with I like the characters better in Fantasy Star slightly. Oh, so slightly more than Final Fantasy. Because I'm taking 2 and 3 going
Mm.
against 2 and 4.
Right.
Because Fantasy Star 1 gives that the edge.
okay.
That's
Well, one blows away.
So-
Fantasy
yeah,
Star.
yeah, that's
I mean, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy
So
1
your
and
vote-
2.
I think
Yeah.
the other two are well matched and depends what you like,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
1 and 1 is no comparison.
Okay.
Mm.
So that's
So I vote for Fantasy Star in that.
so that's one for Sega, yo.
Okay.
All right.
So obviously, for me, you know what I'm gonna.
Yeah, of course.
Pick. So, I mean, listen, I love Fantasy Star. I understand its legacy. I understand the characters in there. I understand that Part 1 was leaps and bounds better than any role player in the 8-bit era.
Fantasy Star? Yeah.
Yeah.
It murdered it.
Doesn't get enough
And
credit.
it holds up better than them.
Dude,
Yeah.
It holds up way better than
way
like a
better than
Dragon
all.
Warrior or a Final Fantasy 1.
Character, story,
Yep.
the fighting, the music. So the Fantasy Star is leaps and bounds there. But then you get to 16-bit,
Mm-hmm.
and you're dealing with the music from Final Fantasy 2,
Mm.
which is till this day some of the best
Yeah.
music done in a
Both of
video
them,
game.
but
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 3 and
this
2
day.
are awesome.
I
Awesome
mean,
soundtracks.
considering what the Genesis had for music, yes, Fantasy Star they still did some stuff.
Fantasy Star
that-
2 is incredible.
Yeah, the music shouldn't have been as good as it was on the Genesis.
It had no business being that good.
but it was still good. But in comparison to the Super Nintendo, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 or 4 and 6, I hate the number.
I the numbering.
But-
I'm gonna call them 2 and 3. Super
Yeah.
Nintendo, yeah, it's a
But
lot
2 and
easier
3 in
for that.
America.
Yeah.
But to compete with that, I have to go with Final Fantasy for music, for characters, for me.
Oh wait, we're doing characters right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What we're doing? Are we doing?
I just
Well, no, you said overall. I'm just
Uh,
there. I'm just breaking it down.
Oh,
for me.
okay.
So this is overall.
Yeah, but by the time we get to our answer, yeah. But
All right.
the characters, I still got to go with Final Fantasy because those characters are just. I know you have tats of your characters in Fantasy Star, so I know you're picking them. But overall, I'm more attached to Final Fantasy than Fantasy Star. Even though Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3 is trash, so I can't even put that anywhere. That's just a bad way to make a game. But Final Fantasy 5 never came out to America until way later, so
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't even count too. So that's like their 3 basically.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
overall, I'm picking Final Fantasy
Final Fantasy for that.
over Fantasy Star, even though it's close.
Man.
It's rough. It's rough.
Okay.
I think for overall narrative, see, the Fantasy Stars connect. The Final Fantasies don't. So that's tough to even because Final Fantasy 2, 4, and 6 have really, really great stories too. And it-
Espers and call spell.
yeah, they got a lot. There's a lot going on there. You know, it's like
Medio.
Fantasy Star 1 kills Final Fantasy, and Fantasy Star 1 it can kind of. Oh yeah, it's like Final Fantasy 4 is better than Fantasy
Sega's
Star
got
1.
the 8-bit.
Yeah,
I give 'em that.
Yeah, Sega definitely has the 8-bit. For the 16-bit ones, it's really tough. Music-wise, yeah, Final Fantasy has more epic music.
Mm.
You know, they got really, really epic tracks. There's classic tracks with Fantasy Star 2. I don't know about 3. And, 4 has a lot of remix
We
stuff.
got classic tracks.
Fantasy Star 3 had one track.
Did that have one track?
That was the opening.
Damn.
Opening.
Oh, you said Fantasy Star 3, yeah.
Fantasy Star
3 had one track. One
It
track.
just was. It just didn't work. It didn't work. It just didn't work. It was.
Wow.
It was.
It's
It
like
was
Streets
failed.
of Rage 3.
It wasn't as bad as that, but it just didn't work. It just didn't
Damn.
work.
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out like which one of these was really a better IP from the 8 to 16 bit.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay.
You got.
It's
Put some
tough.
pressure on you, bro. 10 seconds.
It is.
We had the music.
Gun to the head.
we need
gun to the
Jeopardy-
head. Yeah,
Jeopardy
yeah.
music.
I always go to like the thing with Fantasy Star that always gets me is the fact that they all connect, and I like the payoffs. I like the payoffs, and I like the you know, if there's a character that's a certain race in one game, they're in the other game. It's kind of like they pay homage to a lot of the older games.
So it
The
all
thing-
connects together.
The thing about Final Fantasy IV is that the pacing of that game is much better than Fantasy Star 2 as far as pacing.
Mm.
You know, you have to do a lot. You don't have to do any grinding. Very minimal grinding in Final Fantasy.
Damn the dams.
You know, it's like the dams. Yeah, you needed to draw maps and stuff like that. It's like it's tougher now. When they re-released 2 and they made it better, like they made some of that stuff better. But I'm guessing I'll choose. I got
Dude, you got to pick one. man.
Final
Come on.
Fantasy. I'll do Final Fantasy. It's
All
like
right.
it's like I'll choose Final
I'm
Fantasy.
taking a score, by
All
the
right.
way.
Yeah.
Everybody who
I'm voting
made
for Final
the choice.
Fantasy.
It might be just 3 of us.
Gosh,
John,
you guys,
knows?
what you got?
you guys had such elegant and elaborate answers. I didn't play any of this shit before. On the Genesis or the Super Nintendo consoles. So I got to go with what I'm connected with. I played Phantasy Star Online when
Doesn't
it came
count.
out.
Doesn't count.
See what I mean?
That's like my
Wow.
son. That's like my son.
Nah,
and I
Damn.
Like mine. That's going.
So, anyways, god damn. Yeah, I gotta go with Final Fantasy. I played more of them. I've enjoyed
Okay.
the vast majority that I have played. So, go on Final Fantasy.
All right. All right.
Quick and to the point.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same way because I never played those other games. man.
All right, I'm switching
On
mine to
the- on
Fantasy
the-
Star.
Like it
You are?
matters.
Wow.
Why would you do
Yo,
it now?
Sorry,
Wow.
yo, he turned mad quick.
Wow.
Turn
mad quick.
All right. So for this round, so far, Sega won, Nintendo 4.
Sega 1, Nintendo 4. Okay.
Well,
So far.
wouldn't that be one for Nintendo? That was like the IP, right? The IP won. So
They won that round.
No, Sega had one vote, and
Yeah, if you tally up the score
Nintendo
between
had
everyone for
Yeah.
everything, we'll see what wins.
oh,
So
Oh,
now
you
we're,
wanna do it
now
that
we're going
way.
to go.
Okay. That's what.
That's the only way it can be even close.
Right.
oh,
That's true. Oh, yeah, I get that.
all right.
Otherwise, you'd be like, they won. I guess Nintendo
I,
won.
see, I thought it was like we're all voting like for the IP, and whatever IP wins, you put
Well,
a
it's
check.
all-
You put a check next to Nintendo or Sega, whoever.
It's the only way to make
Yeah.
everybody vote count.
That's one way. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But-
one way to do it, which is not
Whatever,
bad.
yeah.
But this is a cool way to do it too when you count all the tallies.
You get it, y'all? You get it how this works?
They're like,
Yeah.
no.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Yep. All right, what's the next one?
All right. The next one is
Uh-oh.
Sonic the Hedgehog versus Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, yeah.
One's a stupid hedgehog and one's a stupid plumber.
Wow.
Earthworm Jim wins.
Wow.
Oh man. So Stal, we'll start with you, bro.
All right.
Overall.
Oh man.
Overall, all right. So I'm gonna go to music first.
Okay.
Sonic 1, incredible soundtrack, very underrated. People don't give it any credit. Sonic 2, incredible soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I thought it went a little less in 3, even though 3 has the ice cap zone. So that always pops up in my head. But after that, I kind of, I don't really remember too many. I didn't play too many of the 3D ones with the Sonic Adventure, except for Live and Learn.
God.
So that get that overall gets But Mario, I think, is more consistent with the music. It's been like
Early days, it was definitely more consistent.
yeah. Like I think it's been more consistent, but I never like can think of a Mario track that I listen to outside of playing the game.
Yeah.
But I think their music fits what they're doing. If it's not right. You know if it's not
Yeah.
Mario music.
Yeah.
You know. So I give Sonic the edge for music. The story, both stories are whatever, so I don't give any edge to either one of them because who cares about the story for either one. The games, I think this is where Mario takes over
Yep.
because Sonic 1, awesome. Sonic 2, dope. Sonic 3, incredible. Now it's starting to get a little weird after that. You know, you got the Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Mania. Okay.
Sonic Generations is
Mario
phenomenal.
just has. There's only one bad Mario game I could think of, and that's Sunshine. You
I
know,
don't
like
Sunshine.
fuck Sunshine.
It's not bad. It's just not the best.
So
3D.
I
Not the best 3D.
you know, as much as I'm a Sonic guy, Mario games have been they've killed it one player, they've killed it multiplayer, and it's been done well. Power ups, they've always reinvented with the animations, the bosses, with the exception of the bosses in Mario Wonder, but the 3D they've killed it.
Oh man,
They killed it in 3D.
Yeah.
So I have to, as much as I like Sonic and I'm a Sega guy, I gotta give it to Mario.
All right, all right. Sticks.
So we got a plumber from Brooklyn, right? So he's a plumber, and he goes to the mushroom land.
I'm about to say, I know you're not about to go down that way.
Wow.
You're not about to explain it with that voice.
I mean, the worlds he's in. No, okay.
Sir,
Jesus, man.
get it together.
So for the music, all right, here's the thing. I love tracks in Sonic outside of the Sonic games.
Yep,
I can listen
same.
to a lot of the Sonic music without playing the game.
Easily.
The music in Mario Brothers is iconic in such a way that I cannot not know. I know so many tracks in my head from the early Mario games, at least. Like Mario World, you got the when you hop on Yoshi and the drums hit, the way it changes all the music in the game, and you know all the music when that happens. You know the drum pattern and everything. And obviously the first game. Like we've even made stupid songs about.
I'm thinking of the songs right now, and as you're saying it.
But that Rosalina track, though, man.
And that's not one of my favorites, but it's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah.
But even we even made a song called "Put the Pan in the Frying Pan."
Put a pan in the frying pan.
Oh,
They played those Smash Brothers, but it's such a dumb thing to do.
Jesus Christ.
Because the music is
But-
goofy. It's goofy.
Yeah,
so
it's
is the
goofy
game.
music.
The game is goofy.
It's
a
not
goofy
music
fucking
like
game.
if you hear it in Smash Brothers, amazing. If I hear it in my when I'm playing in my car,
No.
Yeah.
But the remix to the underground music in Mario with the but the with
The
the
hip-hop
drums,
beat?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Part 3, right? It's part 3.
That was
Yeah,
that
Mario
was
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's rough. It's rough. For okay. I'll say Sonic because of the real music.
Yeah.
That it does. Like Sonic, the Ice Cap Zone is just one of the best songs of all time.
It's the best
All
track in the
time.
series.
All time.
Best track in the
But
series.
if you listen to Sonic 1's soundtrack, which we did recently, and
Mhm.
compared it to Part 2, Sonic, the soundtrack from Part 1 is leaps and bounds better than 2.
Then two.
And people love 2's game
That's
more.
like Streets of Rage.
Two's music is very underrated.
It's
It's
very
very
underrated.
underrated.
But
I
people
forgot a lot of
say
tracks.
2 because
But-
they play 2 more.
One has more complete tracks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To me.
Okay.
So I'd say music goes to Sonic. Unfortunately, Mario is some of the best music of all time. But all right. So for characters, I mean, like I said, you're talking about a plumber and you're talking about a hedgehog.
So I'm
These aren't the biggest.
Sorry, I'm adding the points for your thing. I'm just wanted to tally this up. So far, Sega's got 3, Nintendo has 5. Sorry to interrupt.
What was I talking about?
Characters.
Characters.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, it's not a big comparison. Sonic was considered more cool in the '90s.
Big the cat.
No.
Amy.
If you're talking characters overall, I might have to just go Mario now. Because those characters are trash.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Knuckles, he's cool.
Knuckles is dope.
Tails is a cool character, whatever.
Yep.
And Sonic, those are your basics. I'm not going with anyone else in Sonic.
No
Okay,
shot.
all right.
You only
And
shot.
Dr. Robotnik, I mean, is he cooler than Bowser? The same thing. It's the same exact thing. So there's no cool factor better on either one of them.
Okay.
You got other characters like in Super Mario 2. You got other characters in that, like Wart and Birdo and a whole bunch of like they got a lot of.
Claw grip.
I don't know who that is.
I don't even know what
I know
hell
the
you just said.
crab. All right,
The crab.
I
The
know.
crab.
I don't know his name.
You
but-
knew there was a crab when I said
because you
that.
said claw, whatever. So the characters alone in these games, I got to give it to Mario. They have more characteristics than Sonic
Okay.
overall.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no
If I-
Koopaling kids or whatever in Sonic. I can't name any bad guys in Sonic other than Robotnik and,
Gotcha.
and Metal Sonic,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's nothing going on there. Like and Amy, but storylines, it's the same exact story in every one of their games.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to vote for story.
Yeah.
I don't want to vote for story.
Can't do a narrative.
It
of
doesn't
that.
matter. Like,
No.
I
The
can't
story-
even.
the story
It's
is
all
not
nonsense.
important, man.
Either
Yeah.
one's nonsense.
These are platformers, dude.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
Save animals, saving animals, save princesses.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, Sonic had a sword in one game, so I'm guessing the story had to
Terrible.
be different in that. I did like the generation story. That's probably okay. I'll give that one of the best storylines. And each one of those games, Generations hit me the hardest because it was like, this is the old school way, this is the new school way. You guys gotta learn to work together. It was a cool story.
Yeah.
So if I'm going by which stories I like better in the series, that's probably my coolest story. So I'm picking Sonic for story, just because of Sonic Generation.
Okay.
I don't care about Shadow. I don't know about that remake. But what's another category I could put for this? Or is that it?
Listen,
Is
you
that
got
all?
It's up to you,
gameplay,
dude. It's
got
up to you, dude.
gameplay, you got characters,
gameplay
you got
characters.
music,
And music.
and replay value if you want.
Oh,
Replay value.
this voting I know is not making any sense anymore.
Yeah.
It's not.
No,
Yeah, it's
you
not making any
count. The
sense.
voting should count as
Because we're all
one
to-
person. You pick.
No, I'll tell you because we're all talking differently, and we're not each going down the levels for points. I'm just talking about what I'm picking, so that's 1 point.
Yeah.
Jay's
That's
talking
how
about
it should
Yeah.
be.
No,
it
No,
should be,
listen.
So,
You
like,
you,
yeah,
you
it's-
said
it's a bit
overall.
off.
Just to give you an example, you said story,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So you're like overall story. I have to give it to whatever, right? So I'm adding the point.
I didn't give it to anybody for story.
I'm saying you said
Yeah.
overall, and then I put that down.
Mm.
But when you're going into categories,
Yeah.
then I put that down.
Mm. I don't know.
That's why I had to go.
Yeah, like you probably should
I'm
have done the other
I'm
way.
tallying up the points
It's
right
gonna
here.
get
I'm looking at it.
I think it should just count as whatever he votes for.
Am I voting for Mario
Yeah.
or Sonic?
And count that.
And then that's
okay,
it.
or
yeah.
we could do it that way too.
That'll
And,
be-
All right.
and I'll use it for
I'm
points.
just trying to figure out which one I'm going to
Yeah.
pick overall.
Yeah.
All right, so then we'll do it that way. We'll
Yeah.
just keep it as
It's
1
easier
point for
you
each.
for math.
Yeah, for
Well,
math. You
yeah,
should
it
for
is,
math,
it
but
is.
yeah, but we could individually for our own vote, we can go through the categories and
Okay, so
do
let
it
me
that way personally.
I got to go back and change the shit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So yours was Sega.
I voted Sega for the Phantasy Star,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
and
that's
I
one.
voted Nintendo for Mario.
Okay. Well, that's one for Sega, one for Mario, and then you
Games.
said you voted for.
I'm not done yet. So games.
Oh, you
wise,
voted
No,
for
no, no, no,
Final
no.
Fantasy.
I'm
Final Fantasy.
recapping. I'm
yeah.
recapping it because I'm re-adding everything
I
up.
picked
Final
Nintendo.
Fantasy.
So-
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. You said Final Fantasy, so that's one for
It was
Sega.
everybody else for Nintendo.
That's one for Sega, one for Nintendo. Now,
Everybody else picked Nintendo.
and everyone else picked Nintendo, so that's
Yeah.
five.
Mhm. Yep.
5-1 or 4-1.
4-1.
My bad. 4-1.
Yep.
And then after that, then we did the Sonic, right? You
Mm.
picked Mario.
I picked Mario.
Mario. Okay, so that's that's 5.
Game wise, overall, that's Mario.
Yeah. As much as I want to give Sega that, I mean Sonic that, I can't. I
Okay.
can't do that.
So you gave it to.
So,
you-
overall, I mean, that's the most important part.
okay.
And they already got characters. Only thing Sonic has is basically one game story
Right.
and music.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to go with Mario
Okay. So there you go. 1 point for.
because there's one game I hate. Sonic.
Okay.
There's a lot of Sonic games I hate, but Mario Sunshine.
Fuck
I
that.
just don't like Sunshine.
Oh, dude.
I don't like
Oh,
Sunshine either.
If we put it that
Yeah.
game against game,
Yeah.
that's gonna lose.
We got to
every
put
fucking
bad
time.
game versus bad
Yeah,
game.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's worse?
So Mario overall because there's so many more
Okay.
classic Mario games.
What about you, Turb?
Mine's gonna be quick. It's Mario, pretty much for the same
You
reasons.
said Mario though.
Mario.
That's totally different
Not
game.
Mario.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gotta do that. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta vote for Mario.
That's the Mario on.
They're more
3DO.
consistent. They're more consistent, and you know, if you have Sonic Frontiers, that's a step in the right direction for 3D Sonic. But
Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania.
Sonic
That was
Mania
awesome.
isn't awesome. No,
That's
Sonic,
awesome.
4 to
Sonic,
20.
Sonic has had some stellar.
They had gems, but they had some.
And they've been
crackers.
doing co-op before Mario even started getting into co-op.
Yeah.
So you know,
It's true.
I give
Sonic might have 8 classic titles in this whole category.
yeah. So it's just like Sonic is no. You know, when Sonic is great, it's great, and it
Okay.
could rank up there with the best Mario games. Mario's consistency
Okay.
in either 3D or 2D, it's like you got. Of course, Sonic has better music. That's like, yeah, it's
Okay.
you could bump Sonic, yes, outside of
Live
outside of the
and
game.
So Mario.
No,
You know?
no, not
And
that.
it's like,
Okay.
but Mario, yeah, I'm doing
All right.
Mario.
We got 10 categories, so
Yep.
yeah, we're on the second one. So
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
just to give you guys a heads up. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what do you say, Chuck?
Mine's easy. I'm going Sonic all day.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right. All right.
You can't bump no Mario in the gym, bro.
Oh.
Nah.
Live and learn.
I think if you did though, people would know it. Though.
They would know, but who
They would
cares?
actually get.
You ain't putting up. You ain't putting up 315 to know.
You would get more games.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not going.
You would get more
it's not going
games.
down like that.
You know what sucks is that I'm on the fence too, because if it comes to music, I would give it to Sega.
That's
I would Give
easy.
it to Sonic.
Easy Sonic.
Easily.
I enjoy
But-
Sonic better, and
The consistency of you voted already.
I know, but I wasn't
that's
done
not right.
explaining.
Oh, all right.
Chuck's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
and Sonic goes Super Saiyan. All right, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm done.
All
Now
right.
I'm done.
All right.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
You
Nah,
you can't stand Crush 40 Sonic songs. Oh, Cafe.
All right, if you put one of those
we
songs
might Cafe. We might have to meet you for a little
versus
bit.
the city song.
Live and learn.
You pick that.
Yes. Hell yeah. All
What
day.
I'm made of
Yeah,
is
man.
such a like rocket fuel song.
Sonic's got some dope
And-
shit. Get
yeah,
you pumped.
bro.
And with Sonic
Yeah.
Frontiers, when you get that jukebox, that was I think that was free DLC, and you just get the tracks over. You run over the freaking hub worlds to get the little music notes,
Okay.
and then you could play any song that you want that you collected anytime you want. I was like,
That's
that's
dope.
just crazy, awesome. Just to give Sonic some credit. At
All
least.
right. Al, your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, like I said, as far as music, I would definitely give it to Sonic, but when it comes to great Mario games,
Mhm.
Sonic is beat, man. So I'm gonna go with Mario Brothers.
Has Sonic ever like straight up beat Mario? Never.
No.
Not even in Death Battle.
I would put Sonic 2. I would put Sonic 2 over Mario 2 though.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No. Yeah, I would
Easily.
too. Yeah.
And Sonic 3 and Mario 3, I wouldn't say is as cut and dry. Even though Mario 3, I would give the edge, but I don't think it's as cut and dry as people make
It's
it.
not. Yeah, they
Yeah.
can go
I
ahead.
would-
Nah, Sonic goes Super Saiyan. Chill. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill,
It's
chill,
on a
chill,
lot
chill,
of top 10
Mm.
lists, man.
Mario 3's top game of all time.
Yeah.
And I would put
It's
Sonic
mine.
1 over Mario 1. so I mean,
chill. Facts.
shit,
Yeah.
I'm changing my vote to
Oh
Sonic.
shit! Oh shit!
Well, I mean that's kind of not fair because
That's years
Mario,
upon years.
Yeah.
If
Mario
we're doing
1
time,
was-
if we're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
time
yes.
periods, then I would
You
probably
gotta put
say
Alice
Sonic.
Kid versus Mario.
Yeah. Right.
Alex Kid never came out.
Alice Kid Miracle World, man.
It's not a game.
Which is still close.
Oh,
It's still
man.
close.
It's
I-
All right. So the
What's-
next
what's next
category is Shining Force
Oh, God, no.
versus Fire Emblem.
Well, you can make this quick.
Well, I can make this.
And
really
And it's gonna be
quick
easy.
and
'cause I'll
just not
yeah,
vote.
yeah.
You don't even have to explain yourself.
It's gonna be easy, dude.
Nope.
Because I never played. I played one of them, but
I played.
Oh.
It's gonna be up to you,
This is-
basically.
yeah,
That's-
it's you and
I
you.
don't. I
I've
like
watched this guy play Fire Emblem
We all
and
have.
Shining Force.
We all
Also,
have.
this is the me and Turbo category.
Yeah,
God.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
You go first because this makes me uncomfortable. This makes me so uncomfortable.
It's gonna go to
I hate this.
It's gonna go to
category.
Nintendo. Or is it gonna go to Sega?
We know what you're picking, though.
Oh god.
No, you don't. You realize? Because I don't fucking know, dude.
All right.
Oh shit!
Let's see. Jeez.
Do you want us to vote?
go? What you,
So then that way it gives you get time to think.
go ahead.
All right.
Go first.
So I'll go first. It's gonna be real quick, dude. Obviously Fire Emblem because it's the only game I play.
You haven't played. You
I never
haven't
played
any
Shining Force,
right?
dude.
His vote is irrelevant.
Yeah.
I
You gotta give it
I-
something.
I can't vote either because
Yep.
the closest thing to Fire Emblem I've played is Smash Brothers Ultimate.
So in that game, Shining Force isn't
I
represented.
mean, the Shining. I mean, the.
But if you
the
have to pick one though, you have to pick something.
if
right?
I have to pick one,
yeah, it's like you like a character or whatever.
oh,
you
yeah,
know what I
I'ma
mean?
pick-
Like
I'm gonna pick Fire Emblem then.
there you go. There you go.
Doesn't
Yeah.
count. You guys are not allowed to vote.
No,
So you're allowed
it
to
counts,
vote.
bro.
And we call that a shit vote.
What is it? The 1920s?
This is
We ain't
shit.
allowed to vote.
Yeah, it's a shit vote. Turbo, if you don't go, I'll have to go.
I'll have to give it to. Well, this is the thing about Shining Force 1 and 2 are better than a lot of early Fire Emblem games. You know, I like them better. Like I would compare them to the Game Boy Advance era Fire Emblems, which are very good. Very, very good. But you know, because I've always liked the animation with Shining Force 1 and 2 are better than the animations of Fire Emblem until you get to like
That makes an easier vote because
Radiant
Shining
Dawn.
Force only had 3 games.
Yeah.
And if you're rating at that time period, it's an easy vote.
Unless you want to, you talk about the Game Gear one and see the Sega CD ones.
CD.
No one gives a fuck about that.
Yeah, but I just take it's easy to just take their best games and go at each other where it's fair. I'm gonna have to say Shining Force. It's like because Shining Force 3 is 3 games.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to take 3 games against Fire Emblem. No, that's 3 games in and of itself. And what they did in that game to make the use of all your freaking squads and characters and the way the complexity of that story, it's like Fire Emblem is great, but it's like that's Shining Force 3 is still at the top.
So this is what makes it tough for me.
It still beats the best Fire
I know
Emblem.
you're gonna go and probably pick. I got a quick one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So because I haven't played Fire Emblem and I haven't played Shining Force,
You're disqualified.
Damn, man.
then Vanderhearts gets my pick.
Oh my God! You should
Wow.
be banned. You should be banned.
That
from
doesn't
the
even
show.
count,
You
bro.
can continue on that.
Banned.
Doesn't,
Banned.
doesn't even count.
Cut his mic.
Doesn't even
I
count.
didn't play them. I only watched. I only watched.
I
them play.
played a little like
So my
friggin'
vote
the
shouldn't
intro to freaking Fire
No,
Emblem.
I'm just saying that's why my vote shouldn't count.
This
Because I
is-
didn't play either.
This is what's messed up is the fact that Fire Emblem, if you're talking about their top games, has better music than
Okay.
Shining Force. That I can easily say without batting an eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can say that. Yeah.
The,
Yes.
the cast, I'm going to give the Fire Emblem because the cast overall from like the past couple of games has been knocked out of the park. Ike is still has the better protagonist in the entire series. He's better than the 3 protagonists in Shining Force 3, even though I love all those characters. I think Ike is the best.
Yeah.
He's my favorite protagonist in any game. However, Shining Force 3 is the greatest game ever made. and there's no way I could sit here with all the advantages that Fire Emblem does have and say that it's better than Shining Force 3.
Okay.
I can't do it.
We got your vote.
Can't do it.
No.
I cannot do it.
All right. So we'll move on to the next one.
Even though both excellent franchises.
Incredible.
They-
If
yeah.
someone picked
Okay.
Fire Emblem, I'm not fighting them.
They're at
I'm
the
not
top.
fighting them.
They're at the top of the SRPG.
That's
genre.
1 and 2. That's 1 and 2 right there.
I mean, the
Okay.
voices in Shining Force are horrible though. If you're going by.
But you give it a point for that.
No.
For entertainment.
And it has one of the worst voice acting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
god
yeah.
awful.
And as that Camelot like graphics back in the day, the render graphics, they don't
doesn't
hold
hold
up.
up. Doesn't hold
And
up.
that's how you know that game is incredible because it has all those problems.
and you still play it. And it's still
I'll
great.
play it right now.
I think Shining Force has better ninjas though.
Yes.
I don't think.
So that's like wait.
It's like
Wow.
this thing. I'm thinking of the units and stuff. I'm like, I never really liked the ninjas.
You changing your vote? You changing your vote?
No.
All right.
No,
Good.
Shining
All
Force.
right. So next category.
Shining Force. Shining Force.
All right. So the next category is Outrun versus
That's not fair. That's not
F-Zero.
You could take Daytona. Help him out
Nah,
with some
son.
more.
Outrun versus F-Zero.
Should have been like racing games versus racing games, right?
Well, one's a driving game and one's a
Nintendo-
racing game. Like,
Nintendo
that's the
has
thing.
F-Zero for racing.
Don't you dare mention Mario Kart in there because that's an easy.
I was gonna put
Yeah,
that,
but I said that's
but then
not
I was
even
like, no,
fair.
it needs to be
It's
more
not
even.
fair.
This is more even. That's
Well,
not
you'd
fair.
only
It's
go
more
with Super
even,
Nintendo at that time.
Yeah,
You'd
Yeah,
only go-
yeah. Yeah, you can't go now. You can't go. now.
No.
So yeah, Outrun versus F-Zero. Go ahead.
So Super Nintendo, F-Zero against Outrun.
Top Gear versus Outrun. No. it's
I'm
Nintendo.
surprised you didn't say Super Monaco, man.
Yeah, the Sega
Why
made
isn't
that.
on the list? That's your fault, Al.
No, that's
Hey, I
Sega
showed you guys a
still.
list and you approved. So
Oh man, I totally forgot to add to this.
No,
too.
it's
I was
definitely
like,
Outrun. Outrun is the top
That's
one
Super
for Sega.
Monaco.
That's Sega versus Sega.
Uh-huh.
That's Sega versus
No,
Sega.
so-
Well, yeah, but I would have done it how you take a bunch of racing IPs from Sega and take a bunch of
There's
racing
not a
IPs.
bunch of them from
Well,
Nintendo.
There's not
Right.
that many. It's Sega Rally,
F-Zero.
Yeah.
Daytona.
Sega.
Yeah,
That's all Sega.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We're talking about Sega versus Nintendo.
yeah,
exactly.
this has to be even, dude.
That's what I'm saying. No, you take Outrun, Sega Rally, and Daytona versus Mario Kart and F-Zero. And do they have anything
It's
else?
not going to change the vote.
Exactly.
Then you
Does
can
it
put
have
Mario,
anything else?
Mario Kart against anything and everything loses.
Yeah, dude.
That's nothing. That's not even a discuss.
I have to think of like a something that would be even, like an
You know,
evenly
that's-
matched.
you know what, that's right, though,
Two
because-
popular games.
Because it's not really just a racing game; it's a kart racing game. It's
Yes.
it's a bit different. It's
All
a
right,
bit
so So
different.
so vote
So
for those two.
PC Racers
Okay.
versus Mario Kart. No Super
So
Nintendo.
should I change it?
Rock and Roll Racing?
Should I
No.
change it now then?
From what
It's
to
not
what?
gonna matter.
It's not gonna really matter.
So
I
what
don't
the
even
hell,
think
man?
it- All right. Outrun in F-Zero. Okay.
Let's go
okay,
in
we'll-
order
We'll go
here.
with that. We'll go
Start
with
with styling. Go ahead.
I played both. I
Mm.
definitely played both.
Okay.
That Outrun jingle, that's something special. But F-Zero had some great music.
Yes.
Mhm.
that. Outrun's not multiplayer. it's
And-
a
and
single player
I
driving
was
game.
just not good at Outrun at all.
No one was.
Yeah. That's tough. That
I
was a
might give it.
tough-ass
I'm gonna give
game.
it to F-Zero.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it to F-Zero because the music was very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was fun when I did play it.
Yeah.
It was fun, and it was very intense, and that's one of my favorite stages in Mario Kart. So,
Okay.
Outrun gave me a lot of pain, but the music, those three, the Magical Sound Shower and Splash Wave, whatever, those tracks. I was about to give it to Sega just for that,
Mm.
but
For
I
relaxing.
did enjoy F-Zero, the music and the way the game played. So
Mhm.
I have to give it to Nintendo.
Okay.
All right. You know what's funny? I was gonna go a certain way, and I remember something, so I'm going the opposite.
Okay.
So it's really a battle of music for me.
Yeah.
Both good tracks.
And they're both
Yeah.
crazy. And so if it was just on that,
Okay.
I would have said Outrun if it was based on the Master System version of Outrun.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
if I played the arcade version of Outrun, I don't give a damn about that game because the music is slower and I don't like it as much.
Ah.
And F-Zero, there's no arcade F-Zero for, it's just F-Zero.
Right.
Still amazing music. It's faster paced racing,
Mm.
although Outrun is classic. It's classic, but it's more laid back.
Yeah.
It's a driving game.
And I hate running into the walls and F-Zero because you explode. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And they cheat. They get in the
Oh
way.
yeah. Getting
You'll
bumped.
be in
into-
first place, and there's some slow ass cars just there just to hit you
Yeah.
and ruin your race when no one else is gonna get. But overall, if I had to choose between which one to play for the most fun, regardless of the music, it would probably be F-Zero. So I'm picking F-Zero
Okay.
because it's not Sega Master System version of Outrun. I would pick Outrun, but it's all of them.
Cafe Fox is funny. Luigi's Mansion versus House of the Dead.
That's good.
That's hilarious. We do
might be.
House of the Dead versus Duck Hunt.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Damn, man.
Damn, don't even.
light
don't
gun versus
even.
light gun.
Oh,
Wow.
dear
Don't
God.
Let's see. I would say, yeah, it's a thing. Outrun is a driving game. You're racing against a clock. You're not racing against other cars like F-Zero.
There's great memories.
As a yeah, like F-Zero is exhilarating and it goes fast. So it's like, you're not really going fast. I guess 150 at the most in Outrun, but you going blazing fast in freaking F-Zero. I think I play Outrun for the music and because it's relaxing, and I play F-Zero because it's fast. It's tough to compare them both. Which one gets the nod?
Which one do you like better?
I'm gonna play Outrun before I play F-Zero again, so I'm gonna have to give the nod to Sega.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna have to give the nod to Sega for that one.
I love your elaborate, heartfelt explanations.
Mine are quick, man. Mine are quick.
Fucking Outrun. Let's go.
Oh
Yeah.
2-2.
All
2-2.
All right.
Uh-oh.
But why?
Oh damn, man.
Because he said so.
I said so.
Yeah, when it comes to music, I would have to agree. They both have
tracks.
good tracks.
They're both iconic, yes.
They're both iconic,
Mute City.
but as far the Mute City is my favorite
Yeah,
track.
Mute City's
Musical
my all-time-
sound shower.
Brick
That's
City.
my all-time favorite track is Mute City, and
No.
it gets the edge. It gets the edge over Outrun. So I'm gonna have to give it to.
Damn it,
F-Zero.
swing vote.
Nintendo.
Sorry, guys.
As it
That
is.
gets the
See,
Nintendo.
it would have got, listen, Outrun would have won this
Damn,
whole thing if I
son.
picked it, right? It's because they freaking lounge.
Sega's catching up.
They
though.
put lounge music to the arcade version, and it's like doom dee doo doo doom dee doo doo.
Yeah.
doo. I'm like, no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, that's not the one I like. No.
So this is gonna be. Oh man, this is the next one is gonna be tough too.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Streets of Rage
Mhm.
versus Double Dragon.
Oh no! Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
No,
No question.
We all approve
That's
this.
not
question.
I
Nintendo.
put this in the chat. Y'all
Without
approve it.
question.
Did you not read it?
Are we going IPs from Nintendo and Sega? Because that's Trade West.
But you know what though? But It's been largely, but then you know,
It's Double Dragon, really?
Double
Why
Dragon
can we
2?
do this? Fine.
Double Dragon. Well, hold on, but Double
Damn
Dragon.
it, man.
Well, Double Dragon.
Why couldn't you say Final Fight? Just said it. Come on.
But then
'Cause, I mean,
we could do
that's-
Final.
Well,
You
No,
could do
because it would have
first.
been a lot easier. No, I'm done. Listen. Double Dragon
I knew
versus Streets
it
of
was-
Rage. You son of a bitch.
He's so angry.
I knew
Very
it,
angry.
I knew it would
I
rattle a
thought it
cage.
was- I totally knew it was going to be Final
Look
Fight
at him.
versus Streets of Rage.
I knew it would ruffle some feathers, so that's why I put that.
Both of these motherfuckers at the end of the table.
Because he knows what he did.
I did it on purpose, man. I wanted to ruffle some feathers, man.
You know what? All
This
right.
is amazing.
No, listen. All right. You're gonna.
We can start at this end. You want to start at this end?
It's true.
Oh yeah, I can
And,
start.
and let these two
Oh, I can
just
start.
go?
Even though Double
can
Dragons
start.
appeared on Sega systems, they've been better on Nintendo. So it's like you gotta go with the Nintendo
Right.
versions of those versus
Right.
that, which is an interesting. And no, it's gonna be an
Oh,
interesting. Oh man.
That
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
Oh,
they weren't. Yeah, Double Dragon was not better on Sega unless you go with 2 players. But Double
Al,
Dragon
what you-
1
Al, what
was
you
not
got?
good for Sega.
Well, we're doing IP versus IP, right?
We're doing
So-
IP versus IP.
Yeah.
yes.
So okay. All right.
So,
So Streets of Rage 4 does count.
It doesn't have to.
Streets of Rage.
4 it does. Yeah. It can. It is a
How does
factor.
Streets
in
of
there.
Rage 4 count?
Well,
It's not-
it's still a Sega
Yeah,
property.
it's just
Oh,
IP.
okay.
Yeah.
It's still
It's
it's still a
IP.
Sega
Yeah.
IP.
So it's not limited by console.
It's not
Gotcha.
limited by console.
Gotcha.
It's like it's IP.
Yeah, it's tough because Streets of Rage is, Streets of Rage 2, Streets of Rage 4.
You know what?
I have my
4
vote.
is probably it's arguably like the greatest beat 'em up.
Let's see what
But-
happens.
But Streets of Rage, not Streets of Rage, freaking Double Dragon 2.
is the problem.
It's
Like
the
Double
problem
Dragon 2
because
is the
it's-
problem.
it's still holds
there's
up.
more than a problem.
It is-
And it still holds up.
It's to this day.
It
Streets
still
of-
holds
yeah,
up till this
Double
day.
Dragon
You could
2.
play it. Oh God.
Overall, okay, y'all go.
So overall,
I got my choice.
I have the original. I got the game in box complete,
Mm.
and I purchased it like 2 years ago. So I'm gonna give it to Double Dragon. I hate to do it to Streets of Rage, but I have to go with. It's one of my all-time favorite beat 'em ups.
Mhm.
It still holds up till this day.
Yep.
And I have to give it. It gets the edge. It gets the edge. Sorry.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, Sega.
Double Dragon 2.
Mhm.
Great memories from that game.
Mm.
But fuck them platforms. Streets of Rage.
Look, that's what it said.
Streets it is for you, okay?
right.
Streets all day.
Okay.
Double Dragon 2 is perfect, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I liked every single freaking, even if you count Double Dragon from Game Boy Advance.
Damn.
That's one of the best Double Dragons.
What about Double Dragon 4?
Double Dragon. That's yeah. Double.
That's
This
like
Double
Streets of
Dragon
Rage
3?
3.
Here goes and then you could take Double Dragon and Battletoads also. They were
Right.
just like
No, we ain't taking that. You don't need that. You don't need that.
But this is the thing. I take the best Double Dragons and versus the best Streets of Rages, and the Streets of Rage has only fallen off on 3, but the gameplay was good.
Right.
So in the story, come on, Mr. X was a brain.
Mhm.
That was weird. But let's see. It is hard
It's
because
tough,
Double
it's
Dragon
tough.
2 is perfect. Game
It's
Boy
tough,
Advance
man.
Double Dragon is great, but then this is the problem. It's like Streets of Rage 4 though
Mm.
is so perfect and awesome, and it's
Yeah.
4 players, and
Yeah.
it's got a lot of content, and it's
Yeah.
like, Double Dragon, it changes a lot, so it's like you never really know what you're gonna get, but the really good ones, like the best ones, are fucking awesome,
Mhm.
But I'm gonna go with Streets of Rage. I gotta go with
Okay.
Sega. I gotta go with
Alright.
Sega.
That's
Uh-huh.
right.
Okay.
I gotta go with Sega, even though the knee and the uppercut is one of the best moves in beat 'em ups.
Make the right
History.
choice, Jay. Make
All
the
right,
right
all
choice.
right, all right. So we got Double Dragon, right?
Mhm.
Double Dragon 1. People seem to
Fire.
forget. People seem to forget what
Yeah, dude.
an iconic game that was.
It's
Mhm.
fire.
And I just played it last week. I didn't put it up as games played this week, but I just played part 1 the whole way through
Arcade or
last
fire.
week. The arcade.
Okay.
Still holds up.
Slow down and all.
Mhm.
Still,
Fire.
I played through the entire game. No problems. Had great fun. 2, regarded as one of my favorite brawlers of all time.
Fire.
All time. One of the most perfect games ever made.
Mm-hmm.
3, no, trash. Completely trash.
Double
So-
Dragon 4?
No, more trash.
Double Dragon 5?
That does not count. That's not going to count.
Yikes.
That's not even a beat 'em
go.
up. No.
Sore subject.
So, but you got Double Dragon Advance.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Holds up to 2. As
Yeah.
far, if
It
it was
does.
more accessible, it would
Yeah.
be right there.
Yeah.
You have a Double Dragon that no one can play. That's supposed to be great.
What's up, Hip Hop Dan?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
You have Double Dragon Neon, which is seen to be forgotten.
Oh,
Double
that's
Dragon Neon is
part.
freaking
Double
awesome.
Dragon Neon, his part.
It's
That's
awesome.
awesome too.
And I mean, some people like Super Double Dragon. Not me for the most part, but
Too
still
slow.
good. And there's a better version. But
No, that mod looked awesome. The juggling, oh god.
but I'm not gonna count. For me, it's not gonna count. But versus Streets of Rage 1, which is great.
Fire.
Still not played as much
Right.
because of Streets of Rage 2,
Right.
Fire.
which is considered one of the best brawlers of all time.
Facts.
Beat 'em ups. And then
Beat 'em up brawlers.
you got 3, which is considered trash for me. Although the fighting in it is still great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Bees?
The music's
Yo.
terrible.
The music is terrible, and you could care less about the game because of that.
Damn.
And then you got Streets of Rage 4.
Masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece,
It is.
and it's more players than any of the games.
Mhm.
Soundtrack is
Fire.
The soundtrack is
Soundtrack
awesome.
is great in 4.
Fire.
You have all the music from the old games in it too. Most of them, all
Fire.
the biggest
Yeah.
tracks in there.
Yep.
It's okay.
So
it's
if I
fire.
was to vote one game better than all, then maybe it would be, Streets of Rage 4. But it's not that.
It's IP versus
It's
IP.
IP,
Right.
and as much as they've dropped the ball with Double Dragon,
right.
I still consider more of the Double Dragons to be classic to me
Mm-hmm.
over Streets of Rage, which is still top notch.
Mm.
I'm giving it to Double Dragon.
Wow.
Wow. You made the wrong decision.
Nah, man. Double
I
Dragon
don't
2.
feel. I didn't feel good about making my.
It's a
decision.
tough choice.
If it was
I didn't
against
feel
Final
good
Fight,
about mine either.
It
man.
was
I
Final
was
Fight, you
like,
know
Streets
it's
would have got like Final Fight cannot hold a candle.
It would have
Nope.
clean sweep.
It's like
It feels like if it was like somebody's on life support and you have to pull the
for
plug.
that choice because it would have been a clean sweep, but it's rough.
It's like
What
your
do you
mother's on life support and you have to pull the plug. That's what it felt like when I made that.
Damn.
It was tough, man. It was tough. It's like I'm sorry.
It's like it's
I'm sorry. I made the choice.
crazy.
Oh God. Style. You alive,
Weren't you
man?
just
I
playing-
was like, what the hell?
Weren't you just playing Streets of Rage for like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
You play Streets of Rage 4 all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
yeah.
Yeah, this is
On the
this
Because
regular.
it's fire. It's a masterpiece.
You're talking legacy. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. dude.
Let him talk.
I think this is
IP. We're talking about the IP.
I really all right.
It's tough. It's tough, dude.
Make the right choice,
Yeah,
bro.
it's really all right. So like, Streets of Rage 1, Streets of Rage 2, 3, and 4. You have the 4 games.
Mhm.
The only bad mark in there is part 3. And that's because of the music. Played well.
Mhm.
Very fun. Music was god awful. But when I think of, so I got to match up the Double Dragon games that match up with those.
Mm.
I think of Double Dragon 1 Arcade. I think of Double Dragon 2 for NES. I think of Double Dragon Neon.
Had to skip
Um,
3 and 4 just for the record.
Yeah, even though I like 3, but I'm not going to match that up.
that was yours.
And then it's a,
I liked it for the NES.
and then it's like a combination of Double Dragon Gaiden and
Oh, I forgot.
I forgot about that.
and Super Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double Dragon Gaiden is
And you didn't
Um,
play Advance yet, so.
I haven't played Advance yet. So
Gaiden's good.
It-
Gaiden's
it's-
good.
the music, Jesus. I really, I really don't. I really don't fucking know. I would have to give it to, and it sucks because you guys voted 2-2, right?
Mhm.
So I have to vote based on. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The funny thing is, I had the answer 3 times already,
Yeah.
and I changed it 3 times already.
Oh, man.
Because Double Dragon has a special place in my heart,
Yep.
nostalgia.
Mm.
If we're going nostalgia, obviously I have to go Double Dragon because it's nostalgia. But I'm trying to eliminate that,
Okay.
and just vote for what is the better games,
better
what
IP.
what
What's
is
the
the
better
better,
IP?
the characters, the
Right.
the music, and everything put together. And I think I have no choice, due to the amount of fuckery that Double Dragon has went through, that I might have to go Streets of Rage.
Okay.
And
right
and
It's been more consistent.
and that is
Talk
the
sharp over there.
and that is the only reason
They have dropped the ball more.
And it's the only reason
Right.
is because it's been fucked over so many times.
There's so many Double Dragon titles.
Yeah, so
and they did fuck up a lot of them.
But I'm using that as a cop out because I lined
to
up
make
the
it-
games,
you
the
have to
good
make a
games against
decision.
each other. But
Right.
I have to find that it's basically taking Streets of Rage music in part 3, that horrible music,
Yep.
and that's the flaw for the series for me.
Yeah.
And the flaw for the Double Dragon series is the amount of times it's been fucked up.
Yep.
That's the only way
Well,
I
that's
can vote.
true. Yeah, it's like
I'm like, 'cause
That's the only way I can vote.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, y'all really gonna oust Streets of Rage over a soundtrack when Double Dragon games have been doo-doo?
They've been ran through the shitter, but the good ones
There's
hold
more,
up.
There's still enough.
The good ones hold
that's the
up.
thing,
No,
it's like-
Double
There's
Dragon
like
2.
5 Double Dragons versus 3 Streets of Rages. If you want to go that route,
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's-
even though they have like 10 titles,
Yep.
probably more.
But
But-
Streets of Rage is beat 'em up perfection.
It is.
It's beat 'em up perfection. I like the Double Dragons better than any of the characters.
But I threw a
But-
knife, caught this dude. He fell in the hole in the jungle, and he popped. And it was silly. It was stupid. Like silly stuff like that still gets me.
This is why like you know
throw
it's-
him in the water.
it makes me sick to vote on that. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach to
If
vote
there
on
could be a
that.
tie, I would love to give it there. But I had to.
But
had to
I have to vote on the shit that they did to Double Dragon beforehand. Part 4 is the biggest piece of shit that
But
I've
there's
played.
no need.
the arcade of part 2 and 3, pieces of shit.
I can't even front. I did like Double Dragon 5, the one that was based on the cartoon.
That's a
That's
piece
not a
of shit.
freaking-
I
That's
enjoyed it,
not
though.
a game.
I enjoyed
Wow.
it. I'm sorry. I enjoyed it.
That's some
But can we
Neo
please
Geo
move on to the next fucking IPs?
All right.
Before I have a breakdown.
Just as a heads up,
Didn't have the
Sega got 9 points and Nintendo has 13.
okay, that's
So it's
So-
relatively
So
close.
it's moving up. So so this
How many
voting,
more categories? You got.
we are at the halfway point.
Yeah, we got.
So
We
we
got
got 5 more. We have
We gotta
5
do
more
speed round.
categories. So this is a speed round.
Hopefully these are easy picks.
Yeah.
Because that one was not.
All right, this was gonna be easy for me
Let's go.
personally.
Was it?
But the next one is Gunstar Heroes versus Contra.
Fuck you.
Ah.
This is not easy.
It's easy for me because I never played Gunstar Heroes. So
It's not easy. I mean,
Easy for
it's
me.
one game.
Yeah, it does have one game.
It has
so,
one
so you
game.
have to just take the one game against the one game.
right,
Yeah.
All right, Al, you vote Contra.
of course, that's the only one I played.
Okay.
Oh, that's a rough
Shit.
one. Yeah, that's a rough one. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh man. Oh,
It's only one game. Well, no, they had 2.
There's 2.
There was 2 for Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
Gunstar.
Okay.
Gunstar.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Jeez.
I love you, Contra, but Gunstar.
It's almost
Okay.
unfair.
Okay.
It's almost an unfair comparison. There's one Gunstar
One game. Yeah, it's one game.
They haven't had
Well,
a
They have
chance
2
to.
games.
2
we
games.
don't count the second.
Pretty one, yeah.
It was still good.
We don't count it.
You know, it's like because that's the thing with
It's Konami versus Konami, damn it.
It's like-
It's basically that. Treasure is Konami.
All right.
You know what? No, I'm changing my vote, Contra. I
Damn,
can't.
man.
I can't.
Contra.
No, I can't in good conscience.
I don't think it's gonna matter in the long run.
I can't in good conscience.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it has to be Contra. I'm sorry. Sorry, Gunstar.
I'm gonna go with Gunstar.
Really?
I'm gonna go with Gunstar, even though the last Contra we just played was amazing. Yeah, well, and that's
That was an experience, man.
It's not really
I
like
can't.
if
4 fucking players.
it's not
can't.
fair to Gunstar. It's one game versus like your there's been a lot of
That's
great
Sega's
Contras.
fault.
That's Sega's fault.
Damn.
I blame Treasure.
All right, what do you vote for, Jay?
All right. So Gunstar did some cool stuff. Very cool. For the time, very cool. Even now. Out of the box. But Contra. Because there's Contra 3. There's Contra. There's Super C.
It's Contra Rebirth.
No.
Whatever Contra.
No.
Contra 3 on. Well, that was on Super Nintendo, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Super
Bruh,
Nintendo.
that was.
And then you
a-
have hardcore.
that
you know.
game was a goddamn.
Hardcore
movie.
Uprising.
Hardcore
is
Uprising.
considered a Contra.
Shattered. What is that shit?
Contra 3 was a
Forgot the name of it.
goddamn
The
movie.
PS2
It was.
one?
No, Contra 3
PS2
was
movie.
That was great.
That was incredible.
PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the 2D Contras is just going to win.
Another one for Contra.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
It's just
Another one
Um,
for Contra.
I would say Gunstar is definitely better than
the 3D Contras.
I know I like Contra, I like Gunstar better than Super C, regular Contra. I might even say it holds up against Contra 3, but then Galuga came out,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
what,
and I have nothing like it's not even fair.
It fucked
If
it
they
up.
came
That's
out
not
with if they came out with a 4-player Gunstar now and it held
if,
like
if
it
there
did,
was more of a body of work
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
against, but I can't.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
can't
we
vote
didn't-
against Contra.
If we didn't
Yeah.
play Contra Operation Galuga,
Yeah,
I think it would have changed.
I would have
yeah,
still
it
picked
would've
Contra.
changed.
I would have still picked Contra barely,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
I think that was
Gunstar needs more. It needs more.
I think
Needs more
Gunstar was a
content.
great take on Contra.
Okay.
It was a good change up, but Contra is Contra.
Contra.
Gotcha.
yeah.
It's like you put Metal Slug to Contra. That's maybe more because they have more, but it was
Yeah.
still
I
I
more
would
the
still get
same.
Contra.
Yeah, yeah.
Contra's
Yeah.
It's still more the same. Contra's the
Yeah.
I'll-
father of the whole shit.
I like Cafe Foxes. That's a good one.
That's Panzer versus Star Fox. That's a good one.
Interesting.
We should. Do we have that? We don't have that on the list, right?
I mean, we can do it quick.
You would do that one quick. Yeah. We
Well,
throw that
well,
one out
let's
there.
No, I have ones already prepared for us.
But do you have Star Fox and Panther?
No, but
You should
I
add-
have.
we should add-
Well,
King-
let him
yeah.
talk.
we should add that, yeah, we should add that.
All right. So
What do you got?
So you're gonna pick Contra, you said, right?
Yeah.
Contra, yes. I have
Okay,
to.
I'm gonna add that. On
I have
here.
to.
Hold up.
A lot of these choices from you make me sick.
Yep.
I don't like this fucking podcast. I really don't like it.
This is a great topic, y'all.
I was
This is a great
excited, and now I'm
topic.
fucking miserable.
This is a great
It's
topic. I
fucking
love it.
terrible.
You thought it was gonna be easy.
I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
It's not gonna be
I thought it was
Alright.
gonna be fun.
That's
We
fine.
got, we got four. We got four more topics.
All right,
left
what's the
here.
next one?
All right, hurry up.
So
Let's go.
Beyond Oasis versus Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
Oh,
I know
I'm,
what
I'm
won.
giving
bitch.
it. I'm giving it to Zelda.
We know
Sorry,
what won.
I'm
That's
giving
the
it
bad
to
comparison.
Zelda.
I mean, that's all you can compare.
It's not
I mean,
fair. It's not fair. But
giving
Zelda
it to
wins.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Zelda also.
Yeah, you think it has a chance? Listen, it's
It-
Zelda.
I'm going with Beyond Oasis.
Go beyond. Yes, look, it deserves it.
He said that so angry.
It deserves it.
It deserves it, even though he
but-
picked Zelda.
But this is the thing.
I only played 2 Zelda games.
They're
Speed
consistent.
round. Speed round. Hurry up.
Yeah, I got Zelda. This is Zelda.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
We
I,
know it's Zelda.
I can't, in good conscience, vote. Beyond
It's
Oasis.
your
But-
game, dude.
That's like me picking Chrysalis over Zelda.
My man,
I would
put-
love to.
My man put 300 hours into Tears of the Kingdom. You think he picking anything else?
I would actually pick Chrysalis over.
Yes, you would.
You would.
Yeah,
I
you
would. I would.
I can't. I mean, I love Beyond the Oasis, but I mean, I can't.
It's
pick it.
easy.
I can't. Yeah, don't
It's
even.
easy, man.
I can't pick it against Zelda. Doesn't have enough body of work, and Zelda's Zelda.
Right.
So yeah, you could skip that.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
Sega's fault,
Okay.
man.
Nah, I only played 2 Zelda games and I played the 2 Oasis games, and
That's perfect for
You like
you.
Oasis.
that's a good.
Yeah, let's get Sega a vote there. Yeah, there we go.
2 games versus a massive franchise.
Yeah.
Exactly, Cafe Fox. There's nothing. Yeah, nothing to that.
It's the Legend of Thor, though.
Legend of Thor.
Legend of Thor.
This is a weird one. The next category is Virtua Fighter versus Street Fighter.
That's not fair.
I mean, I wish it was Tekken versus Virtua Fighter.
Yeah,
but
I'm about to say
it
Tekken
couldn't-
makes
it
more,
can't
but
be
that's
that.
not
Yeah,
Nintendo.
that's,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Namco.
not going to be the right one.
Technically, Street Fighter ain't Nintendo either.
yeah.
But it's been better
It's
on
better
Nintendo
on Super
than
Nintendo.
it has
Yeah.
been
Nah,
on.
it was better on Genesis. Street Fighter 2 Hyper
Maybe
Fighter?
because of the controller.
That wasn't bad.
Maybe.
Actually,
Yeah.
it was not bad.
Bro, it was better.
That fake ass championship edition. Get out of here.
Bro, it was
Virtua
Better than
Fighter
better.
Super Street Fighter.
versus-
Come on.
It
I'm
was
going
bad.
Street Fighter, y'all.
They're both legacies, but Virtua Fighter is not beating Street Fighter.
It's like
Yeah.
seriously, Street Fighter is
Yeah.
beating that.
I can't really
son.
find reasons.
Mm-mm.
And I liked Virtual Fighter. I love Virtual Fighter too. I played that more than Street Fighter 2.
I think it would still lose if it was Tekken versus Virtua Fighter.
So that's-
Unfortunately,
I
that's
actually,
5
I
votes?
actually would vote Virtual Fighter over Tekken because
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Tekken.
So that's 5
Yeah.
votes for Street
it's
Fighter.
gonna be Street
Yeah,
Fighter.
yeah, it's
Okay.
Street Fighter.
That's a quick
It's
round.
a landslide.
That's a quick round.
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't.
You want to
I
give
can't.
Sega a point?
I can't.
I want
enjoy-
to.
I enjoy Street Fighter
What was the-
more than Virtua Fighter.
Any
but
day.
I'm going to
I
replace.
just feel like Street Fighter isn't a Nintendo franchise.
I'm going to replace one of these categories with what was the
Panzer Dragoon versus Star Fox.
That's a
Okay,
great one.
I'm going to
actually.
replace it because I'm going to replace this category because it's not fair to Nintendo, like to
What-
Sega at all.
what
Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing.
Nah.
Versus Mario Kart.
No, get rid of that.
Nah.
Get rid of that.
Replace
Nah,
it with
nah.
the other one.
So
Yeah.
Panzer
All
All right,
Dragoon.
Panzer
Yeah, 'cause
versus
one is a ripoff of the other.
what's his versus Star Fox.
This is a good one.
I
actually.
am-
This is a very good one.
Easily going to vote for Panzer.
Mm.
Easily going to vote for Panzer. I've played Star Foxes, but it didn't really. They're cool, but they didn't really grip me.
Yeah.
Panzer 1, I mean Panzer 2 destroys 1. I didn't get a chance to play Order. I still need to play that. I love the remake of Part 1 and Panzer Saga. Yeah, I ain't got nothing left to say after that. Panzer's easily my vote.
Okay.
So between what Star Fox and Panzer?
Panzer Dragoon versus Star Fox.
All right,
Those are
so-
the two.
My memories with Panzer, incredible music,
Yeah.
incredible fantasy world.
Mhm.
It made me like Saturn.
Oh shit!
The Saturn.
Made
Y'all
me-
know me.
One of the best systems ever created.
Y'all know me. I was all PlayStation, but versus, I mean, and plus the play mechanics of Panzer Dragoon's Wii is just 60 frames perfect. It's
So
just
dope.
it's just dope.
Wii is so dope.
And I never really got into Saga, but I understand it's ridiculous. It's not even a comparison. But I mean, I was never a Star Fox guy.
Mhm.
It never really gripped me like that. Slippy I kept trying to save him. But it wasn't like, all right, it's in space. Obviously, it was totally different. It was cool for Super Nintendo. It was something that was never done on Super Nintendo. By the time I got to the other things, I was like, all right, it's still space. It's still the same game. It just looks a little better. I never was really big over Panzer. No, it doesn't hold a candle to comparison to magic that Panzer had, unfortunately.
Okay.
For me. So it's going Panzer for me.
Gotcha.
Not bad. Star Fox had really great. When Star Fox is good, it's really, really good. I like Zero. I like 64. That's like the standard banner for the freaking series. Both series have stepped out of being on-rail shooters and went into other genres. When you had Dinosaur Planet with Fox,
Star Fox.
for GameCube, and you have Panzer Dragoon Saga when that went to an RPG, kind of like a shooter
On Game Gear, too.
on Game Gear as well.
Panzer Dragoon. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, there is
Jesus,
one.
there's one for
That's-
There
Game
was
Gear.
one for Game Gear.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
there is.
I didn't even
Damn.
know that. Jesus.
I don't want to look at that.
No, you don't want
It
it.
doesn't exist.
I don't want to look at that, dude. I don't want to see what that looks like. Now.
No, thank you.
But let's see. It's I gotta give it to Panzer. I do
Okay.
have to give it to Panzer because the
This
way
is the
they
Star Fox.
they not and I like I'm a Star Fox guy, and I'll tell you because the thing is, if Starlink was a real Star Fox game,
It would get it.
if Star Fox made a if they made a game like Starlink in the vein of more Star Fox-ish,
Yeah.
then probably maybe Star Fox would have more of a fighting chance.
Or make it the way I said they should make it, and then you'd have a compelling argument.
Mm.
Right.
But nah,
Okay.
man.
Nah, but it's just like
Panzer.
it's order 1, 2 in order as far as Panzer Dragoon. Those
Glad
are-
people forgot
There's no-
about
there's no-
Panzer Dragoon Order. Oh my God.
Order-
that
There's
was-
no bad Panzer games.
Order is amazing. That
There's
is
that
an
Game Gear.
awesome on-rail shooter. And it's Star Fox is great. 0, 64, it's great. Even the DS one was great. But I'm sorry, I gotta Panzer's more consistent.
Okay.
I'm a big consistency guy.
Oh, we know Chuck's going.
You know, Star Fox started out as Doom.
Really?
Oh.
It did.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, I never played any Panzers. So Star Fox.
Wait, you never played a Panzer game?
Nope.
Wait, you're a
Whoa,
Sega.
you're a
fan?
Sega dude.
Oh, that's
You're a
shocking.
Dragon Force Sega dude.
Whoa.
Yo, you're gonna have to hand in your Sega card.
Nah, man.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to hand that in.
I could have sworn he played a Panzer.
No, I never
Yeah.
played. I never
Holy-
played a Panzer.
Well,
Learned something new.
I would have almost
Saturns-
been like Chalk, but I played the what was it, the remake for the Switch.
Oh, yeah, Panzer 1.
Panzer 1 because I never played
You
it.
never
before.
played
I never-
Order?
I never had a
Y'all should
Saturn.
play Order.
I've never had a
I want
Saturn
to play Order.
On
I wanna
Dreamcast.
play Order.
I
Oh,
never
actually,
had a
was it?
Saturn,
Oh,
so
Xbox.
Xbox. Yeah.
I always wanted a Saturn. My parents got me a PlayStation for Christmas, and I was like, "What the hell? I wanted a Saturn."
On PS2, there's Panzer.
It does?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
damn.
there.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I was buying mostly fighting games on Saturn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's true. He was.
Wow.
But I'm gonna
So
give
what
it
are
to
you picking?
Panzer,
What'd you pick?
No, I picked Star Fox
Star
because
Fox, okay.
I played like the first two.
Okay.
Mhm.
and I'm gonna give it to Panzer because I played that for the first time, and I was like, "Wow."
Still,
I
Imagine if
missed
you
out.
played it in 90. Like,
I
what?
know. I feel terrible because I missed out, man. I missed out on that generation.
I didn't.
On the Saturn, dude.
What was it, 94, 95?
Maybe.
It
Somewhere.
was like-
It's probably around
I
there.
played on the Japanese Saturn, dude,
Wow.
and a stall.
One
Star
last
Wars sounds
category. One last category, and this is gonna be a landslide.
What's that?
Columns versus Tetris.
Come
Hell,
on,
man.
Shit outta
Come on.
No,
what a snoozer.
let's help out columns. Put in,
yeah.
No,
Tetris.
I
All
vote
right.
columns. Let me stop.
Well, that's easy points.
Yeah, no.
So, would you
yeah.
rather do Power Stone versus Smash?
No,
Which
that's
is-
the best.
that's
Not,
what
it's
I
not a good comparison
Nah.
either.
nah.
I would do.
I mean, it's still gonna be a landslide either way.
I would. You know, what I would do.
Yeah,
Nintendo-
yeah.
Nintendo
I would
needs
still
to get
vote for
points.
Power Stone, but
I would say Super Nintendo versus Genesis. That's how it should end.
Okay.
Super Nintendo.
Okay, Super Nintendo versus Genesis.
Sega versus Nintendo.
That's it. That's a good one. All right.
Mm.
Not really IPs, but
I mean, it's the
We'll
system
end it off.
itself.
We'll end it off at that.
Oh,
Super
God.
So
Nintendo.
what's your pick between the two?
Son of a bitch.
I got mine. I mean,
I
got
don't.
mine.
it is what it is.
I got mine.
I don't
Oh my
because
God.
Super Nintendo was.
Wait,
like,
you don't have yours yet?
No.
All right, I'll go.
No, go.
I'll go.
Oh God.
I gotta go with the Genesis, man. Definitely gotta go with the Genesis. From co-op games, from role-playing games to even silly games like Toe Jam and Earl. You know, it's just so many games I played on the Genesis. Fucking Gunstar, Batman and Robin, Phantasy Star 2. There's just so many games I played, and Super Nintendo was dope. You know, I'm not shitting on Super Nintendo whatsoever. But when it came to co-op games, Genesis always had it. Genesis had the blood in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You know, they had a Turtles in Time, but they did it differently.
Hypersonic Heist.
Hypersonic Heist.
Hyperstone Heist was fire
So
as
they
hell.
always had their own little spin on the games that Super Nintendo already had. They didn't have Mario, but they did have Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. So
And you combine that with Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles, yeah. They
Super
also
Saiyan.
had Strider. You know, like it had a lot of bangers on that system, and there's no way in hell I could vote.
Pit Fighter.
Yeah, Pit Fighter, give me some of that. give me some of that. Yeah,
That was a
give me
good
some of
game. I liked it.
that. No, me and Turbo bought so much for the Genesis, so much. So that's just, yeah, that's easy for me.
Okay.
It's easy.
Sonic Spinball, Super Thunder Blade,
Oh, Earthworm Jim, exactly, Mikey Beast. Yeah, exactly.
Target Earth.
That was on the Super Nintendo though.
Well, you bought the wrong
It was.
games.
I'm just naming my bangers for Genesis.
No, you
man.
bought the wrong game. That's your fault.
You easily bought the wrong game.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
your
all
fault.
right, listen. I understand Genesis had for the co-op players.
Does what Super Nintendo don't.
For the co-op players,
Facts.
it was definitely the system for co-op play. It definitely was.
But Super Nintendo did have Knights of the Round
Listen, they had a lot too.
That
but
was
listen,
dope. That was dope.
Genesis was known for
co-ops. Yeah,
multiplayer
yeah.
games, co-op, couch co-op. Super Nintendo, for me, it had the most role-playing games.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have 64 colors. It had way more. It had a better sound chip. It had Sony sound chip.
Mm-hmm.
Better music. I didn't play sports games, so I didn't care about all the sports games on Genesis. I understand why it was winning at a time because
NBA
of Madden,
Live
because of
95.
NBA, because of all that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I got to go Super Nintendo because Mode 7.
Mode 7. That
yeah,
shit
man.
out of here.
Pile of Wings,
Fuck out of here.
Act Razor,
Final fight,
Castlevania
one
4.
player.
Listen, who cares?
Did you actually beat any of those games?
I beat all of those games.
I'm kidding.
So-
I'm kidding.
Final Fantasy.
Well, Final
Listen.
Fantasy alone on that
But
system.
all those games, listen,
Yeah.
F-Zero, like,
Street
there's a-
Fighter.
even Sim freaking City on there. But I played a lot. Listen, Super Nintendo is my shit, so I got to go that way. Just to make it quick. I can go on, but
Okay.
there you
Oh
go.
man, this is tough. This is a really, really tough one.
It
It's
is
just
tough.
like you got Super Metroid, you know, Mario World, it's A Link to the Past. It's
Just those three alone.
Final
just those three
Fantasy
alone.
6.
I mean, it's still
five-
going
It's
strong.
like
Yeah, those are timeless games.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like you know what it is too. It's just like
But the co-op, Super Nintendo failed on the co-op.
yeah,
Failed on the
for
co-op.
for a single player console, definitely.
Final Fight was one player.
Yeah,
That's fucking
On
crazy.
Sega CD, it was 2, though. That's Sega. I'm helping you out.
I don't need help. I already voted.
you know, I gotta say, I'm trying to figure out which one do I play more in the NSO. Do I play the Genesis one or do I play Super Nintendo one?
No, what
Final
did you
Fight 2.
play more
Final
back
Fight 2
then?
And Final Fight 3, they're 2 players.
Final Fight 2 and 3 were 2 players.
No one cared at that point. The damage was done.
Wow. It's over.
You got Rival Turf, man. That's 2 players. That's 2 players.
Rival Turf was trash.
That was not bad.
That shit was trash.
That was a bad.
Damn, I don't know which. Ghouls and Ghosts is better than Super Ghosts and Goblins.
It was.
Or Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I think it was called.
Super Ghosts and Ghosts, yeah.
It's just, it's tough. It's really, really tough. I'm just gonna say.
ActRaiser,
No,
Say ActRaiser.
ActRaiser was dope. I liked ActRaiser. That was really, really good.
But then there was ActRaiser 2. Okay, I give it to you. Whatever.
There's The Adventures of Batman and Robin. There was on Genesis.
That
you
was
know,
on
it's
Genesis
like
also?
that was
Just that Gunstar together, like
Castlevania 4.
No,
Super
Castlevania 4.
Castlevania.
That was better than
Castlevania
Bloodlines.
Bloodlines was incredible.
That was good, but I
I
like
think
Four
Castlevania
was
Castlevania
better.
4 better.
Four was better.
I like Castlevania 4
I mean, they
better.
did have Dragon Legs too, so whatever.
Yeah, it's
That sucked.
damn,
For
man.
Super Nintendo.
I'm gonna skip me for a second. Go straight to Chuck.
It's fine.
damn.
I didn't own the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Yes,
Pat
sir.
Riley's
Easy one.
basketball, Evander
Stop it.
Holyfield's
Yo,
boxing.
let's go.
Evander
Let's
Holyfield
go.
boxing,
Dynamite Duke.
Sonic. Pit
Yeah.
Fighter. I think Pit Fighter was on Super Nintendo also. But
Yeah.
I think it was
Mortal
better for
Kombat had
Genesis,
the blood
though, right?
code.
Mhm.
Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting.
Nah, it wasn't that.
It was fire.
Wasn't
It was
called
fire.
that.
Don't
Wasn't even
hate.
called that.
Don't hate.
He said it wasn't even called that.
No, it was Special Championship Edition. That's what it was.
Exactly.
It was Special Championship. It
Yeah,
was
he
fire.
said like that means anything. He said exactly.
But it was fire. It was.
All right,
it
so
was
your
great.
Genesis.
Turtles Hyperstone Heist. Strider.
Yeah,
What
sure. That
else?
was big.
Hold on, let me look at some of these pictures over here.
We got your
Earthworms.
vote.
Altered Beast.
We got your vote.
Yeah, we got your vote, dude.
Yeah, man.
I got you. We got you.
Alter piece. Stop it.
Oh, this was dope.
I loved Altered Beast
dope.
when it
Alter
first
Beast
came
was
out.
dope. It was.
Didn't age well.
Yeah.
Alter Beast
At the
didn't
time,
age
it was
well.
dope.
Yeah, this is super tough
Super
because
Ninja Brothers.
Super Ninja Bros. That's a good shot. That's
this
actually
is-
very important. Yeah, Super Nintendo did have that though. It did have that. I love that game.
Nah, it's a tough decision for me because I had both systems. I owned the Super Nintendo. My older brother owned the Genesis. We would rent games for the Genesis, and sometimes I'd rent games for the Super Nintendo. I had first when I got it for Christmas. I remember I got Street Fighter 2, and I played the shit out of that game. But I also love the Genesis too because I rented so many
You and
good games. I
Kev, you
played
and
it.
Kev are struggling.
I
Yeah, it's
know
really
it's
tough.
really tough, dude.
it gonna be?
Gauntlet 4 for
If
the
I ha-
Genesis, it's
Oh,
tough.
the co-op was on fire
'Cause the thing
for
is,
Genesis.
all right,
dude.
so I'll
It's a
give you an
no-brainer.
example. Like I remember renting Aladdin, right, for both systems. They played completely different.
They're better for Genesis. Yeah, Aladdin was better and Lion King was better for Genesis.
Yeah.
It was different though. The stages were different, and like
Don't. Lion King's trash.
Damn.
It was good for Genesis. I liked it for Genesis, actually. I beat that game for Genesis.
Arch Rivals. I also played a lot of that.
NBA Jam.
NBA
Better-
Jam.
that
That
was
was
better.
good. No,
Better
NBA
on the
Jam was-
Genesis. It
They're
was
the same on both systems.
I played on Super Nintendo.
has
They were
so many.
great.
Super Nintendo had so many freaking classics. Man,
Oh, man.
that I'm like,
Soul Blazer.
Jesus.
Yeah, Soul Blazer was great.
No one played that.
But if I think about,
Sky
if I think about the,
What?
I think it was Sky Blazer.
Sky
I think it was Sky Blazer.
Sky Blazer.
oh man, I'm gonna have to give it to.
Secret of Mana.
Spider-Man on Genesis.
Secret of Mana 2.
That's true, though. Secret of
Superman
Mana.
2 was fake.
I'm gonna give it to Genesis, yo.
He said Genesis.
I'm giving it
okay.
to Genesis.
Okay.
Genesis.
And did
Okay.
you
Giving it
pick
to
it or no?
Genesis. I have.
I'm going to give it to
Sorry,
Super Nintendo.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm
man.
going to have to
I
give
feel like I've been betrayed.
Wow.
I've been
No.
wait. First, Kev picks Final Fantasy over Fantasy Star. Now he picks Super
He's
Nintendo.
weighing
Who,
it
this,
up.
you're not my
Weighing it
brother.
up. Got
Who
Metro.
the fuck is this guy?
You got Mario.
Just because he can play him on the fucking NSO, that's what you're basing your fucking
I can
vote.
I can play.
I'm
but
talking about
Genesis
back
too.
then.
No,
Well,
even
Genesis-
back then.
Who are you?
Well, even
Anchor.
even so, it's
Turn-
still
fucking turncoat.
there's still a clear winner.
Yeah, and
There's
it's not
still a
Kev
clear
because he's a
one.
piece of garbage.
Damn.
Damn.
That was a surprising thing, but I understand.
Well, fuck this podcast.
Yeah.
Live betrayal.
Wow.
Betrayed.
It's
Kev
not
betrayed
even
me.
close.
He betrayed my trust.
It's not close.
What's the total?
Sega has a solid 18,
Mm-hmm.
18 points.
Mm.
Nintendo has 28,
Oh, well.
28 points.
Okay. It's
So
still, it was still close. 10.
It's within 10.
That could have been like one
Within 10.
game.
When you
each.
start getting to like, the
I mean,
fucking,
if we
you
added
know,
more categories, then maybe.
yeah.
If we added more games, IPs to put it
if we
together.
put
Or
sports
if
in
we put-
there, it would have been close.
And if
'Cause
we
that
put-
would have been an extra 5 points.
Yeah. I mean, if we did other consoles, maybe we put other consoles together.
Well, no, if the 5 points from Zelda, it's still, that would have been mad close.
Yeah.
That shouldn't even
The
put up
Tetris-
against each other.
Tetris
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is
Yeah,
10
yeah, yeah.
points.
Well, I mean, I
that's-
threw
yeah,
that
those-
in there.
But
those-
it's
yeah.
true. It's
I
true.
threw
It
that in
deserves
there.
it. No, it deserves it because it's on there.
Yeah, it's true. No, they are.
Yeah.
It's puzzle games. Yeah,
But
they
if
are
it
puzzle
wasn't for those two, it would have been very close.
games.
But, you know, I bet you put Madden or something, it would have been 5 the other way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dr. Mario
Mario,
and
yeah.
Tetris on the same cartridge.
Columns loses regardless.
Yeah. No, that's,
It's just
I know,
loses
nothing they can
regardless.
I
do.
know, man.
Nothing
There's
I
no
can
other-
do.
Can't. This. Yeah.
What the hell would you put it as?
Nothing
Shanghai?
we
Yeah, if you went
That'd be the only
genre
other
versus
game.
genre versus, that's,
Yeah.
then you could pick anything from everything.
I mean, if you get Golden Axe against something.
We should have
or-
did Rambo versus I Carry Warriors.
Oh, man.
That's the same
Rambo.
Wow, sir.
Rambo
Oh,
wins.
man.
That would have worked, right?
But I mean, for what it is, that's what it was. It's still close. It wasn't a blowout.
But as you could see by the last
And it's
thing we
tough.
went over, Super Nintendo and Genesis, everybody except for myself, but we're all having a hard time trying to figure out what was better. But that there's no clear answer. It's just what you prefer. What I like the co-op, so with Genesis.
At least you experienced.
Super Nintendo had bangers.
Super
on it.
Nintendo had
I just never owned
crazy.
it.
They had crazy line like Super Metroid. Fucking
Still one of the
Castlevania
best.
4.
Still one of the best.
Link to the Past, ActRaiser. Those games are tens.
Yeah.
Well, the soundtracks
You know?
on those are. I don't
Final
understand how they got
Fantasy.
that. And those are the first games for the
Final
system.
Fantasy. Those are all like tens.
Mm.
So it's like, yeah, that it's going to be difficult. But then you put up a category like that, and then you get betrayed by your own brother. But even
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all.
And there we go. If you're listening to us for the first time and don't know what's going on, well, no, if you listen to
We
the
don't
first
know
time,
either. What the hell's going on?
if you're listening to the first time, you have no idea. No, if you're listening to us for the first time and you can't get enough and you want to see us doing more than just a podcast, we got a streaming schedule where we got some more content coming up starting on Sundays, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the Let's Play Sundays. That's multiplayer games in the versus or the co-op variety. Follow us join our Discord. Follow us on our social media to find out, Discord. To find out what we're going to be playing. Because sometimes it's down to the wire before we decide. You never know what happens. Choco, what you doing for Fridays?
That's so creepy, dude.
Well, for this Friday, I'm gonna play a game I haven't played in a long time. We're bringing back Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, yes.
Maybe the guys from Media Glitch might want to fight. Is crossplay enabled?
so, yes.
It is.
Yes.
Once Mortal Kombat 1 gets on Game Pass, I'll join you.
Okay.
Or once it gets
All right.
significantly discounted, then I'll join you.
Yes, Riken, there's more than just Fighter Friday.
Speaking of which,
man.
and yes, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have the podcast, the flagship show with all of us co-hosts getting down. We got the live chat joining in with their quips and their jokes and suggestions. It's always great. If we have a guest, the guest is going to be crazy, and the topic discussion is always going to be on point. It's always a party, so make sure you join it. And you happen to miss it live, you could always catch us on your preferred podcasting platform, wherever you get your podcasts, because we're on everything. We're on it all.
We on everything.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Word, man.
Hell
We're on crack.
Word, man. No, we're not. What the hell was that about?
That's a new. That's a new streaming app.
Oh,
Crack.
No.
Crack.
No.
Jesus.
You think that would catch on?
No, it's Fat
Nah.
Joe's freaking
No.
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 Crack.
Oh,
Joe
boy.
Crack.
No. No. No.
We're not going to have a podcast next week because we're going to be unavailable. But we're going to return. We're going to return.
Play some
April
game.
3rd, y'all.
Yes.
April 3rd is our return, and the topic will be posted tomorrow. If you're watching live, it's going to be posted tomorrow. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe if you haven't, if it's your first time watching us. And we thank everybody out there for watching.
Yes.
It's going to be our April Fool's joke that we're not going to be on next week. That's
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
that's what-
It's not an April Fool's joke. Half
Yeah.
of us are going to be on vacation, so we're taking that off.
Yeah,
Yes.
very true.
So, yeah, tell a friend, rate, review us,
And let us
wherever you
know.
listen to podcasts.
Let us know what system you think won.
Yeah, leave that in the
In the comments.
Hell
Comments.
Let us know what games won you over.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Stay healthy. Stay healthy.